Hello and welcome back to Madison Southern High School for local football action on WBON TV. I'm Jamie Boggs here with John Bailey. Been 3 weeks on the road. John, finally the Eagles are at home.
Man, it is good to be back up in the Eagles' nest looking across the mountain. It's still a little light outside, just enough to see the beautiful mountains, but we will be under the lights soon here in Madison Southern High School in Berea, Kentucky.
As they are playing host to their district opponent, the Montgomery County Indians. The Indians coming into this game with a record of 1-6, having only won one game. That was earlier in the season to Mason County. As of last week, Madison Southern picked up their second win of the season, and they come in at 2-5. And here's the great thing about this game, John. Yes, Montgomery County lost to West Jessamine last week, but both of these teams are in the hunt to host a home playoff game regardless of what happened in their first 7 games.
Yeah, it has not been the ideal situation for Madison Southern this year, but they did pick up their first district win last week against East Jessamine. If they do it tonight against Montgomery County, I could be wrong, man, but it would mean that they would get to host. If they win here tonight,
they would.
It will lock that up.
Their district includes East Jessamine, West Jessamine, Montgomery County, getting ahead of myself there, Madison Southern. So the top 2 teams will host a home game. Of course, there could be some kind of odd 3-way tie, potentially, even if they win this game. But if they do win this one, then next week is undoubtedly, or in 2 weeks rather, up at West Jessamine for the district championship game. This is the Chenault Vineyards pregame show here on WBON TV. Chenault Vineyards is the premium venue in Madison County for all events. Check out their jam-packed lineup of things that are happening all year long. You can get your tickets now. Just make sure you check it out because they do go quickly, and there's all kinds of great talent taking the main stage at Chenault Vineyards. John, like you said, it is the first nights of high school football where you can feel that chill of the air, where it's almost like it smells like football outside.
It absolutely does. I decided to wear shorts tonight, but then in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, is this a good idea? Because it's a little chilly at night, but tell you what, if you're out there on the field, you're hustling, bustling around, you don't feel it. But for the fans, it could get a little chilly tonight.
Yeah, I don't plan on moving around a lot, but it is a good time to wear layers. Speaking of that, what's the game time temperature here, brought to you by Madison HVAC? Don't let yourself down by failing to have your HVAC system inspected before we head into winter. Go to hvacr.com and let Madison HVAC know what you need and let them help you keep your system heating and cooling all year long. What do we got?
Well, right now, Jamie, it is 72 degrees, absolute perfection. Before we leave tonight, it could drop 20 degrees and be in the 50s. So, yeah, the folks are bringing blankets into the stadium tonight. You don't need them now, but they will be utilized here in a little bit.
Yeah, we are live here at Madison Southern. Madison Southern, both teams with kind of a peak theme here. Madison Southern will be wearing the all-navy uniforms for the first time this season, so there will be some jersey number changes that go along with that. We'll keep you up to date with throughout the game. Coaches wearing pink shirts. They have pink towels, socks. Saw a guy with a pink cast on, John. They're going all pink tonight.
It is very pink out there, and I love it. I mean, we did a pink, volleyball game a couple weeks ago here at Madison Southern, so love the sportsmanship and raising awareness for a very, very worthy cause. It's absolutely amazing.
Montgomery County coming in with royal blue pants and white tops. They have pink undershirts on. So I don't know. I can't confirm this, but it looks like the officials may have pink flags out there, John.
Hey, I'll get my binoculars out, but I mean I think I see what you're seeing, and yeah, that's absolutely right.
We're about 24 minutes away from kickoff here. People are still filing in. The band's making their way out. We're going to take a 3-minute break and come back for more pregame show for Madison Southern football here on WBON TV.
We would like to invite you to join our family at Bishop's Small Engine Repair.
Outdoor Power has become a family tradition, with 3 generations here bringing you years of experience.
We will help you find the best selection of outdoor power equipment from Co-Cadet, Grasshopper, DeWalt, Makita, Echo, Shindawa, and now Steel in our Georgetown store.
Or bring your equipment into our service department. We will keep it running for years to come.
And as with all families, we have to keep Mama happy. So come on in and see us at Bishop's Small Engine Repair in Richmond and in Georgetown.
You know what they say. Every great season starts with a strong lineup. Need agility? The Trailblazer cuts through traffic like a wide receiver in the red zone. Power? The Silverado handles work and tailgates like a linebacker on a mission. And if you're ready to go electric, the Equinox EV has the range to go all the way. No matter your game plan, Jack Burford Chevrolet has the vehicle that suits your drive. Stop in, suit up, and let's kick off your next adventure.
Who makes the best meal in Richmond? Nuevo Vallarta. Friendly service, a place that's good for kids and good for groups. Head to Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Nuevo Vallarta is known for warm hospitality, great prices, great food, and the best fajitas in town. Start with an appetizer, order a la carte, or choose from their huge menu of Mexican favorites for grown-ups and kids. Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond.
You've heard the name Chenault Vineyards, but what do you know about it? Chenault Vineyards is a place for the community to enjoy. Central Kentucky's premier event and wedding destination with 5 event venues, full-service catering, over 13 varieties of wine, live music entertainment, seasonal food options, weekly themed Wednesday night out and girls night out, trivia, murder mystery date nights, and free yoga on the point with beautiful views. Everyone can find something to do at Chenault Vineyards. Want to know more? Follow them on Facebook and Instagram or plan your night out at ChenaultVineyards.com.
We all have dreams. For some, it might be playing professional baseball like Keenan Wiley, former Madison Central baseball player, did. For others, maybe it's just dreaming of your forever home. Well, after a career of playing the game that he loved, now Keenan has another dream, helping you find that dream home. Check out the new development at Crutcher Pike Estates here in Richmond. Like Keenan Wiley Real Estate on Facebook, and let Keenan help guide you through the process of finding your dream home in Central Kentucky.
20 minutes to kick off here in the Appalachian Mountains. Taking a look out there at Pilot Knob from Madison Southern High School on WBON TV. John, we get to thankfully travel to a lot of schools. We see a lot of stadiums. This seat at Madison Southern doesn't get much better than this, overlooking out there at Pilot Knob with the backdrop from the press box. It's a beautiful sight to see.
It is genuinely one of my favorite places in Berea. The view of the mountain, the football field right in front of you. I mean, this is what I live for. It's a long off season, so I cherish these moments. Only 4 home games this year, kind of sitting in this chair a little more sparsely than usual.
Yeah, and only 3 more games in the schedule, but a lot of room to kind of pave the way for the postseason for Madison Southern. But to do that, they need to take a step in the right direction and pick up a win tonight, John. So what are the keys to Southern winning? This is the Keenan Wiley Real Estate Key to the Game segment. Looking for your new home in Richmond or Central Kentucky? Keenan Wiley Real Estate may have the answer. Right now, they have some beautiful listings in Crutcher Pike Estates, just off Barnes Mill Road. Go find Keenan Riley Realtor on Facebook, like the page, and get more information.
All right, Jamie, I've been thinking about the keys to the game tonight, and I think last week we saw this offense from Madison Southern do some great things, and they did so without their starting quarterback. They were down a few players, but they found a heart and found a way to pull out some points. So I'm going to assume that they're going to be fine on that side of the ball. And tonight, defensively, they've got a hard task in front of them tonight. This is a quarterback who completes about half of his passes. He can spread the ball around to a couple of different receivers. Their rushing game looks to be really solid. They've got 3 running backs who can get some yards. The quarterback himself is very mobile. He is the second highest rushing leader for the team. So I think you've got to, I don't know if I want to say you play spy or anything like that, but defense has to be locked in, keep their goal in mind, know their job, and don't let anybody get past them.
Absolutely, and you're exactly right. This is a situation where the defense for Southern has given up a lot of points this season. A lot of that's been because they've been on the field so much, but it has been a struggle at times since they are out there so much. And there are a lot of people coming back from injury. They've been without some big pieces in the last few weeks. Some of those are back tonight. And we're going to take a 2-minute break for the national anthem, come back and break down those injury updates and get you ready for kickoff here on WBON TV.
Hey! Oh my gosh, your husband is so hot. I know. No, like really hot. I know.
We've got to call Joseph's Heating and Air.
Is your AC unit not cooling? Call Joseph's Heating and Air. Your experts in fast, reliable AC maintenance and repair. They'll keep you cool when it matters most. Proudly serving Richmond, Lexington, and surrounding areas. Don't sweat it. Call Joseph's Heating and Air.
Hi, I'm Gwen from Gwen's Fine Jewelers, and we would love to invite you into our family-owned business.
Select from our beautiful Valina designs, Carissa designs, or we can custom design your dream ring. Gwen's Fine Jewelers is your exclusive Kendra Scott boutique in Richmond. Special financing options available, on-site jewelry repair, and layaway. Find your dream ring at Gwen's. Gwen's Fine Jewelers, where dreams come true.
To some, it's just a boat. But to Jim, it's his escape from meetings, traffic, and the grind of daily life. He may not catch any keepers, but he wouldn't trade his day on the lake for anything in the world. That's why his boat is insured by Kentucky Farm Bureau. But it's not just Kentucky's Farm Bureau. It's Jim's Recharge the Battery Farm Bureau.
My Farm Bureau.
David Mayo, John Rader, and Chris Hornsby with Kentucky Farm Bureau.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
Nothing can save this blowout.
Famous last words.
Yeah, get in there, get in there, get in there. We're only down by 40.
You just can't lose with the Spicy Wings combo. Only at Lee's, famous for a reason.
Your Lee's Famous Recipe locations are proud supporters of our local Madison County High School sports teams. Have dinner before the game at Lee's Richmond, 1000 Center Drive, or swing by Lee's Berea, just off I-75 at exit 76. Since 1974, Linville Insurance has proudly served our community with values that stand the test of time: family, integrity, and service. We lead with kindness, do what's right, help others, and stay informed so you can trust us with what matters most. As a proud Shepherd Insurance partner, we offer the strength of a large agency with the heart of a local one. From business to home, auto, farm, life, and employee benefits, we are your one-stop insurance advisor. Join the Linville Insurance family and experience the difference.
And we're back here at Madison Southern High School, wrapping up the national anthem. The color guard making their way off of the field, and we got about 15 minutes left till we kick this thing off on WBON TV. So we are going to continue the Chenault Vineyard pregame show. Chenault Vineyard is the premier event venue in Madison County. Check out their website for their lineup. Always jam-packed with great acts taking the stage there at Chenault Vineyard. So make sure that you check out what to do there. I'm Jamie Boggs here with John Bailey. John, before we went to break, we talked about injuries, and that's been a big hit to this team throughout the season. Quarterback Gabe Beard's been out quite a bit. Judah Story came in as the backup, went out. Caleb Bonham, the freshman, has come in and played well, but he's ended up going out of a couple games too. Just a lot of injuries offensively. Also been missing Sam Little, Dalton Maynard, Levi Clemens, some really key players on both sides of the football. As far as I know, everybody except Judah Story, who I think is done for the season, should be here and available tonight.
That's incredible. I mean, it's going to be so good to have those guys back. But, you know, at some point, you got to evaluate as coaching staff. Okay, you guys have been out. Are you conditionally ready for tonight? Are you going to play a very set limit of snaps? the guys who have been taking over for you, some of them have been doing a pretty good job. So I think it's going to be, I don't expect to see them just come out and play the entire game, but I think having them back in spurts will be great until they can really get their feet under them.
And I know
they may already be there. I don't know.
I know you don't want to be missing your guys, but at the same time, those guys getting reps behind you, that makes them better. So that, at the very least, is going to add depth as we head into the back end of the season here.
Yeah, it's got to make them more comfortable, too. I mean, they've had to play a big part of the season in the shoes of those starters. So, yeah, if they go out, then they know what to do. They know what to expect. They've been there, done that. And that experience should lend itself nicely, like you said, going through the rest of this football season.
Let's jump into the Jerry Goebel State Farm Star Watch. The arrival of August brings up an opportunity to strengthen your safety net and prepare for the unexpected. Their wide range of services include car insurance, homeowners insurance, renters insurance, life insurance, business insurance, financial services. They have a special focus on assisting individuals who are relocating to this vibrant community in Madison County. Go to jerrygoebelinsurance.com to learn more. So, John, knowing that a lot of guys are coming back, who are we looking for to make the biggest impact on tonight's game?
Well, I'm going to cheat a little, and I'm going to give a couple of names. I want to see what Gabe Beard is able to do tonight. Is he able to step back in behind the pocket and be Mr. Cool, calm, and collected as we've seen him be before? So I want to watch him for sure. I tell you, on defense, Jamie, before he was hurt, tell me a player who was coming alive more than Clemens. He was making some plays out there, played the rest of the game with a broken arm, just true toughness, true grits. So I hope that he is physically, I hope that he's conditioned enough to play a large part of this game, because I want to see him back in action tonight.
Yeah, he was ready to go last Friday. I think he played limited snaps for that very reason. So I hope this full week of reps has gotten him ready for that. And you're right. The last home game that we were here, that feels like it was 6 months ago. It was really just about 3 or 4 weeks ago when Wayne County was here. He had as good of a defensive series as I've seen from any high school player. I think he had 2 hits behind the line and a recovered fumble as he was diving out of bounds that just jumped off the screen at you, and he hopefully will be full go here tonight. So there you have it. Your Jerry Goebel State Farm Star Watch is Gabe Beard and Levi Clemens. And I think it's really going to take a strong community effort. It's going to be, we've had kind of quarterback by committee the past few weeks, so it's been very much up and down for this Eagles team. But I also think that makes it interesting to try to plan against them coming in here.
Yeah, I mean, you're watching all these huddle tapes, right? I said tapes because I'm old and I had to make my own tape when I was a kid.
I remember in high school, our coach would be sitting there and get VHS tapes in the mail from other teams to watch.
Yeah. Well, our coaches would drive on a Saturday morning to pick them up, meet halfway with the opposing team. But yeah, I mean, it's all over the place for Montgomery County. They've seen, if they watch every game, it's been a different quarterback. So
yeah,
and and they've done a lot of different things. So for them, they might have a little bit of a struggle in the first quarter because it's a new thing that they've not seen before, but they'll figure it out.
And with the new quarterback, there's also been different schemes. We've seen him run a whole half of wishbone. We've seen him spread it out. Seen him run a lot of wildcat. Senior Braden Hall looked great at quarterback as a wide receiver there on several different plays. So it's really hard to game plan against, which may give Southern a little bit of an edge. So statistically, Southern Samaj DeShields has been the primary ball carrier throughout the season. He is averaging about 74 yards a game, has 518 on the season, and that has not changed. We have seen more incorporation of Braden Hall and Soren DeShields in the running game. David McCoy, who has a broken hand and has a giant pink cast as the leading receiver for this team, just slightly over Braden Hall. And David has had all of his yards have come on big plays. Braden Hall's had a ton of catches, and they're right about the same yardage. But how much is David going to be able to play tonight with a broken hand and catch?
I don't know the kid personally, but everything I've seen him do on the field, he is tough, and he is relentless. He's made some monster plays. I don't think the broken hand's going to slow him down too much, especially on the defensive side of the ball. But I'm excited to see what he does, man. He's always at least this year. I mean, I feel like he's just come on the scene this year and just balled out.
Yeah, I think defensively he'll be just fine. And he's made a great impact there, leads the team in defensive interceptions.
He'll be a lead blocker tonight, if nothing else.
I think catching the ball may be a different story with that.
Yeah.
That's not a soft cast on his hand. That's the real deal.
If maybe do a screen pass out to Hall or one of those boys and put McCoy as the lead blocker, you're going to be just fine.
Yeah, I think you're right there. So what do we got to look forward to over in the Montgomery County side? You mentioned their quarterback throws it quite a bit. He's got almost 1,000 passing yards in the season. Has thrown 7 touchdown passes. They seem to pass the ball a lot, but when they run it, they certainly spread it out amongst several different players.
Yeah, and as far as their touchdowns go, I mean, he's scored 8 touchdown passes have been scored by this team and 6 rushing touchdowns. So this is a team, I mean, I really think it's kind of 50-50. They're going to pass it and they're going to run it. And there's a lot of rushing players on this team. You've got the quarterback has 174 yards, 4 touchdowns on the year. Landon Wilson is their leading rusher, 184 rushing yards right now for the season. But then Adrian Alfaro has 150 rushing yards, and then Caba 130. So this is a team that there are a lot of seniors on this football team, and all of them are going to be utilized in the rushing, passing game. So this is an offense that I think Southern will need to really pay attention to, and everybody has to be locked in, ready to go.
And I know they're 1-6. I know Southern's 2-5. You get in these district games, you kind of throw records out the window for the most part, both for the fact that this record actually counts toward impacting your postseason, but also you're starting to figure out who you are over the course of the season. You're fighting for a specific goal instead of just a win. You're fighting to host a playoff game. So I think these games, you kind of throw records out the window and you try to figure out who you're going to be, and you line up and you try to be tougher than the guys across from you.
I mean, yeah, to reiterate your point, Jamie, last week Southern went in and played East Jessamine. East Jessamine on paper looked legit. I mean, their quarterback has over 1,000 yards receiving. They just looked on paper like it was going to be an offense that I don't know that many teams in the region are going to have an answer for. But Madison Southern goes out there with several players injured and wins that game through grit and heart. And this time of year, Jamie, anything's possible.
Kudos to this coaching staff having to navigate all of this, all these changes throughout time of who's healthy and who's not and so forth. And it's been quite the task, and we'll see what they're up for tonight. We're about 6 minutes from kickoff. Going to take another 3-minute break while they do the coin toss, and we'll get you ready to go when we get back on WBON TV.
At Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry, we make it our priority to deliver the gentle, compassionate care that you deserve from a dentist. Offering single-visit restoration on crowns, bridges, inlays, onlays, and veneers with CERAC. Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry is equipped to handle all your dental needs, from surgical implant placement and restoration, teeth whitening, root canal therapy, and more. And we now have the Cone Beam 3D technology for taking scans of the jaw. For your next dental appointment, call Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry at 859-985-0201.
Founded by Kentuckians for Kentuckians, Whitaker Bank is a uniquely Kentucky bank committed to the communities it serves. At Whitaker Bank, you'll find personalized service, a dedication to excellence, and a genuine desire to help you achieve your financial goals. Visit us at any of our conveniently located branches or go to whitakerbank.com to learn how Whitaker Bank can serve you. Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky.
Are you tired of living with the pain and discomfort that comes with getting older? If you're like me, then sometimes just getting up can be a challenge. At Orthopedic Sports and Physical Therapy in Richmond, their experts are here to help get you back in the game. Whether it's a sports injury, recovering from an accident, or just the aches and pains that come with age, they'll connect you with someone who can put together a personalized treatment plan and deliver long-lasting results. Visit osptky.com to get started, or go by and see former Madison Central graduate Heather Kleins.
Hey, I didn't order any pizza.
Jake from State Farm. After you saved me so much dough on insurance with that Parker promo,
I devised a promo for you.
Here's the deal, Parker. State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates.
Right. Pepperoni pockets, cuckoo crusties.
There's no promo, it's just great rates.
And a cider ranch.
When you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Jerry Goebel in Richmond today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
At the Galaxy Bowling Center and Champions Bar and Grill, we have activities galore, including video games, bowling, pool, delicious food at Champions, plus karaoke and live entertainment 7 days a week. Enjoy the climate-controlled patio, watch NFL football, and your Kentucky Wildcats all season long. The Galaxy Bowling Center and Champions Bar and Grill, just off exit 87 at 1025 Amberley Way in Richmond.
Honor, integrity, excellence. When it comes to protecting your home, rely on the experts who have served our country. At VC Veterans Contracting, our mission is to make your home feel safe. Our customers constantly rate us 5 stars for our expertise and professionalism. Trust your roof to the veterans who served. Call VC Veterans Contracting today or scan the code on screen for a free quote. VC Veterans Contracting, your roof, our mission.
We're just about ready to go here at Madison Southern High School on WBON TV. Coverage presented to you by Bishop Small Engine Repair as the teams are taking the field. John, we talk all the time about nostalgia and things that hit us from playing football, but they've been playing Bill Goldberg's wrestling theme music here the last few minutes during the coin toss. You remember that entrance? He used to bang his head and come out bleeding every time.
Are they going with that instead of the old school Metallica that they had been going with tonight? Are we seeing a change in action right now?
Well, the lights are down. It looks like they are going to shift the music, and nope.
There he goes.
There we go. So the Eagles about to make their way out on the field. They will be receiving the opening kickoff to get started.
Got a little smoke show over there, a little fog machine action too.
And it's really the first kickoff that's been dark outside, so
I love the light show that we get to see tonight. Madison Southern, exceptional facilities for high school football.
Absolutely. Jacob Edmonds out there with a sledgehammer and his mom. Who let Ms. Edmonds have a sledgehammer? Here come the Eagles running out on the field. Getting ready to go for their first home district game of the season. Getting coverage. Go ahead.
I was going to say that's a very special moment for that young man and Miss Edmonds. I hope it's okay to talk about it on the air. But
that young lady.
It being a pink out and her being a survivor, just a special way to start this night for Jacob Edmonds.
Super cool moment. Coverage is presented here tonight by Bishop Small Engine Repair, where a variety of outdoor power equipment is second to none in Richmond, Kentucky. There's not a friendlier or more knowledgeable staff than theirs. They're happy to help you find either the perfect equipment, service, or parts you've been looking for. Check out their brochures, including Bearcat, Cub Cadet, Echo, Grasshopper, Mikata, and Shendawa to see what they have. If you need help making your selection, call or stop in on North Estill Avenue in Richmond. Big thanks to Bishops, who always steps up to help sponsor this local sports coverage. And the Eagles all set to receive the kickoff here. Montgomery County did win the coin toss and deferred to the second half, so Southern will get the ball here. And Montgomery will get it after the break. Do have some number changes here tonight, so we'll update those as they become important. The Braden Hall and Samaj DeShields back to receive here as they always are, wearing their normal numbers. Again, Montgomery County, the Indians in white tops and blue pants. Madison Southern in all navy. They pooch kick it. Elliott Smith comes down with it, and he's brought down at the 43.
Going to be good opening starting position for the Eagles. They've tried the squib kick, or teams have tried that kick a few times on Madison Southern, and I feel like Elliott Smith has just always been dependable there. He's always got his hands on it and reeled that one in safely as well. Going to be starting at the 44-yard line for the Eagles.
Phil may not tell you who's going to be throwing the ball, but it should tell you not to kick it over there. if you're trying to get it back. Okay, Beard in at quarterback. The Shields behind him in the pistol. Got motion across the front. And off up the middle. DeShields is hit and brought down immediately for a loss of 2.
Shields is not used to that. I mean, if you were with us last week listening to the call, I don't know how many yards DeShield into the game with, but it had to be approaching at least 150 or more. Might be able to find that stat online somewhere, but it's going to take a loss of a couple there. Just too many men in the backfield on that one. Actually, they're going to call it a 2-yard gain. I'm sorry.
That's a loss.
Oh, yep. Okay.
And
looking
off
at the wrong flag.
To Shorin off right tackle, and he's going to break a couple tackles, and he's going to gain 3, setting him up for a 3rd and long.
Good defense here so far by Montgomery County. They've had their share of tackle for loss and sacks this year. They've come in tonight with, I believe, 6 or 7 tackle for losses and sacks. They're continuing to do what they're used to.
3rd and 9 for the Eagles. Got Tripp split out to the left. Thorn to Shields in with Beard in the pistol. Takes a snap, drops straight back. First attempt he's had in weeks, and he's going to throw it deep to the corner. They're going to call it incomplete, and there's the flag, which is yellow, not pink like I expected. Yeah, John, you can't do that. The defender was right up against Braden Hall, who was attempting to catch the ball, never turned his head around and ran into the ball, ran into the receiver. And that's, if you don't turn your head around, you're going to get that called every time.
You can throw your hands up and pretend like you're not interfering with the catch, but yeah, like you said, you have to turn your head around. Be mindful of that. Jamie, I love that play as an offensive-minded guy. Of course, you want to see him catch that, but it's better sometimes to be short with the ball and make the wide receiver come back to it, because that is almost always going to draw that interference call.
Yep. Now they're just now marking it off. Little confusion here. My favorite thing about football is guys with sticks. Holding us up just a little bit, but that will be a 1st down for the Eagles. And they're going to spot it on the Indians' 41-yard line. We're into Shields still in at running back. Or no, I'm sorry, that is Samaj.
Fumbled snap, but Shields picks it up.
Really good awareness there from DeShields to be able to pick the ball up and move in the right direction, but still have yet to have a positive play, really.
Does Beard being back just have to go through a few plays to kind of get the offense resettled to the newness of that?
I think there's a degree of that, and also a degree of just not going too far away from what you've done, keeping things consistent. Incomplete there, nearly picked off, and going to bring up another 3rd and long.
Almost anticipating a flag on that one, the way the cornerback kind of dove in there to get that one. That's just really good defense to set them up with a 3rd and long.
Doubles out to the left, one receiver to the right. Beard pitches it out to the left to DeShields, and he gets to the corner. He's going to be hit and brought down after a gain of about 4 at the 36-yard line, 4th and 6.
I mean, this is the area of the field where I would tend to call this a 4-down territory. You could certainly call old Adams to put that ball down within the 5-yard line and really change field position. Or you could go for it. Try to roll the dice and pick up a 1st down.
Yeah, this close, I feel like you already have good defensive field position, so it's beneficial to give it a go. We have seen him get a first down on a pass interference. Beard's going to roll to the right. He's got all day. He could probably run it, and he's going to. Will he get to the sticks? Tries to run through the defender, and he stops short.
He is going to be knocked out of bounds, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. He has been known to create some space with his legs, but defenders just really doing a good job of staying in their zone, staying in their lane, and making that tackle on a fourth down.
One of the numbers of note, I misspoke earlier. Samaj Shields is wearing number 23 tonight. Sorgan's wearing 22, so that was Samaj for most of that series there. You can see David McCoy back with that big brace on his left hand, and Levi Clemens starting in middle linebacker. They got two big pink clubs on their left hand.
Absolutely. McCoy wearing number 7 tonight.
Montgomery County under center in the I formation, handed off straight back, and he's going to break it up the middle. He got to that second level, John, almost instantly before anybody could get a hand on him, and that's a first down on the first play by Landon Wilson.
Wilson with a run for about 20-something yards there. Really explosive play on that first down, and like you said, just past the second layer of defense, which the defense kind of sent everybody. They filled the gaps or tried to, and he was just gone.
Same formation, one split each way. Wilson in the I, and he's going to take it again. He gets hit that time. Still going to get a gain of about 4 before being brought down. Yep. Second and a long 5 here. That's 2 runs up the middle. They've kind of come out and punched Southern in the mouth offensively here. Doing a great job up front. Off to the fullback this time. That's to Adrian Alfaro, and he got nowhere.
Clemens and Taven Rader get in there and stop that one for no gain on second down.
They read that so well. Really good job not falling for the play action or the ball fake and getting to the ball carrier.
They've ran every play so far. This is a team that can pass. I would wonder if we might see the first pass attempt here on third down.
It is third and about 5 now. They got 2 over to the left. He drops straight back and throws an out route. He's hit on the catch, but I think he's going to get the first down before contact.
He does. That's going to move the chains. Really nice, quick pass to the outside of the field. Just a little hitch route, but so effective, so effective.
Really well run, really well thrown there. Just beyond the sticks, so well drawn up, and that's going to move them for the Indians and give them 1st and 10. Hand off up the middle this time. He's taken down immediately there by Taven Rader after no gain. Bringing in Gabe Tipton at running back now. A lot of guys rotating in this backfield for Montgomery County. It's great to have that many weapons out there, that many guys you can go to. That way that eliminates fatigue as a problem and gives the defenses a different look with different guys back there. Play action, quarterback rolls out to the left. Gum's going to keep it. He goes out of bounds after a gain of about 4. That looked like a designed run. Didn't really see a lot of guys downfield there, John.
Yeah, I was kind of watching the quarterback, and he was looking, but, yeah, he intended to run that one for sure. And he picked up quite a bit. It's going to bring up 3rd and a long 5.
Probably 4 down territory for them there. They've only attempted 1 field goal on the season. He rolls out to the right. Clemens giving chase. The pass is going to be ruled complete, but nope, they're going to mark it another first down just past the sticks. Really good job of route running by these guys to know where they needed to get and settle in that area.
Quarterback has a lot of choices tonight. I mean, he's got several wide receivers that can make plays for him, but just slow and steady wins the race. If you can just keep popping those little passes or, bringing up 4 or 5 yards on a run, then you're going to move the ball effectively and keep getting those first downs.
I formation once again. Pitch to the left. He cuts it up. Going to get a gain of almost 10 on that one. First sweep. They ran kind of a power sweep, running it there behind tackle, and Wilson gets a chunk of yards.
Yeah, he got every bit of 8 or 9 yards on that play. That was a really good run, and I love that. I mean, it was a really big sweep play with the toss from the quarterback. One of those old school I formation plays.
One split out wide each way here. Straight I formation. Same play to the left side.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They're going to get a first down. After the play, some pushing and shoving is going to be a personal foul.
Can't hardly see what's going on all the way over there, John. I just assume it's probably the kind of thing that's going to go against both of them.
I would imagine that to be the case, but not 100% sure. The refs are kind of having a moment to debrief and talk about it, waiting on the official call to come in.
If it is,
I didn't see any pushing or shoving, so it could have been some verbal exchanges after the play, or I could have just not seen it.
Here's the
A
official.
lot of finger pointing at Southern right now.
Personal foul against Montgomery County. Personal foul against Southern. They offset. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Indians right at the 15-yard line.
A little over 4 minutes to go in the first. I feel like this quarter's just flown by. There have been some passes, but they've all been caught, and the time just continues to run off the clock here. Each team has so far had one possession, and Montgomery County still rocking and rolling with theirs.
A lot of confusion over there with, guess what? Guys with
chains. Yeah, it's not 1st and goal just yet, so.
Not sure what the communication there is of them not moving, but we will get them all set up and ready to go. We've talked earlier about this defense just being on the field so much, and this is just a result of a great drive by Montgomery County as they're now in a wing tee. Play action, wide open in the end zone. Caught Southern sneaking up. Jamie and Cava with the catch, and a 15-yard touchdown pass from Gum to get them on the board. Beautiful play action. Southern bit up on it, and it's going to cost them 6.
Just an outstanding drive for Montgomery County. Madison Southern, we talked about it in pregame. They're going to have to find a way tonight to get this team off the field. They've just got too many options, too many receivers, too many running backs. This could get interesting if Southern can't find a way to get off the field.
Well, they're not going to be able to get the extra point. Going to try to get in for 2. And they do. There comes some flags in. So that was an attempt to kick it. They broke free. He didn't have anywhere to run, so he threw it in the end zone. But he had some linemen down the field, which you can't do if you're going to pass the football. So that's going to come back, and they're going to give it a go again. The receiver ended up being the kicker there as he just kind of took off on that broken play.
Lineman went downfield thinking he was going to run that one in, but he ended up throwing it.
Yeah, an odd set of circumstances there. It's going to benefit Southern because that's going to make it a little bit longer kick for Montgomery County. They are 10 for 12 on PATs this season, so not necessarily perfect. Better snap, better hold, and that looks good. Did it go down the middle? It did. 7-0 Indians. We're going to take a 1-minute break and come back for more football on WBON TV.
The heat in Kentucky hits hard. That's why having Madison HVAC on your side is so important. Don't waste time. Schedule a maintenance check on your HVAC system and make sure it's ready to handle the constant changing of the weather that comes with living in Kentucky. Your comfort is their promise. Like Madison HVACR Inc. on Facebook or schedule your maintenance checkup at 859-625-1471. Pruitt & Sons Auctioneers have over 24 years experience in the auction industry. Whether you're selling real estate, personal property, or liquidating your assets, Pruitt & Sons can help take your property to auction and walk you through the process. Serving all over Central Kentucky, visit PruittAuctioneers.com. And remember, Angela Pruitt for all your real estate needs as well.
7-0 here on WBON TV. Coverage presented by Bishop Small Engine Repair, the Madison Southern Eagles trail the Montgomery County Indians. They do another little pooch kick. That's going to take a hop. It's picked up and returned by Southern back to around the 50-yard line, and that's going to be good starting field position again. They had that last time. Corbin Kimball pushes it forward there. Just were not able to turn it into points. Had a really hard time getting traction offensively last series.
Yeah, last series, the only first down came from a pass interference call against Montgomery County. Madison Southern's going to have to find a way to punch this one in and get things tied up here as we have 4 minutes, 9 seconds to go in the first.
The Shields behind Beard, doubles each way. Defense jumps off sides. Going to make it a little easier. Bring up 1st and 5. Often this season, John, Southern's found themselves on the other side of the penalty problems.
Yep, they've got to take advantage of this short yardage situation here for a first down and put something on the board.
1st and 5. Hand off to DeShields up the middle. Hesitates. Get a loss of about 1 there. Samaj just couldn't find the hole they were trying to open.
Jamie, it looks like Beard kind of hesitated a little bit. It looks like he had the option to either keep that one and go with it somewhere, and he did not want to put it in Samaj's breadbasket for a minute. He thought about taking it out.
Yeah.
So almost that little delay caused the defense to get just another step closer to DeShields.
Certainly an awkward exchange, and he's going to give it to him again. Sidestep, shuffle, first down Eagles, as he really made the most of that. A lot of shiftiness from Samaj DeShields there.
I love just watching that kid, man. He can scan the field in an instant and see where he can go. He can see the open lanes. I think he can see a lane that is yet to develop, too, and just go there, knowing that it's going to be there. So really good things from DeShields.
Second first down of the game for the Eagles. They're going to give it to him again. He cuts back and is going to try to get around the end. Stiff arm. Going to get a gain of about 2. Those are some hard-earned yards as he's stuck there by Wilson.
4 guys to finally get him down. I love the stiff arm for sure. Just a good, tough, physical runner.
2nd and 8. Haven't put it in the air on this series just yet. Just been a lot of DeShields up the middle.
Braden Hall going to be moving into the trips formation. I would look for him to get a pass sooner than later.
Gabe Thompson split out to the left by himself. We're number 2 tonight instead of the normal 12. Beard's looking right, throws a hitch route to Rader. He's going to get a gain of about 6.
That ball, sorry to be a little critical, but Beard had 3 guys wide open and needed to make that throw just a little quicker, but ended up with a completion to Rader.
3rd and short.
All those receivers ran the 5-yard stop and go.
They did, except nobody went. It was just a bunch of stops. We'll see whether they put it in there here. Now we got doubles each way. DeShields still in the backfield. It's going to
He
fumble a
loses the
snap,
fumble.
jumps on it. I think that one wasn't necessarily a bad snap, John. He was just trying to move too quickly without it, or did it go away from him?
Yeah, it kind of hit him in the hands and bounced out. I don't know if he was going to try to take off with it or not. He had receivers for sure that looked like they were going to go out for a pass. Not sure if he just missed that one or not.
Now,
regardless, it's going to bring up a long 4th down.
4th and 11, they send Soren to Shields in. I think this may be a tougher decision to potentially punt it, but they've got the offense on the field. Beard drops straight back. He's looking deep, and he's got Hall down the middle. He's going to put it up in the center of the field. He's open, and he has knocked out another pass interference penalty as the safety was there and could have made a play on the ball, didn't see it, and just plowed over Braden. Great job by Beard here, staying alive in the pocket, and Braden Hall just got lit up there. That's going to be a first down for the Eagles.
I'd like to see them catch it, but again, it's a first down. We'll take what they give us and move on. But regardless, another first down here for the Eagles off of a penalty.
I'm not sure what the route combination was across the field there, but Hall really cut wide open down the seam early. And like you said, it was just he didn't get to it quite as quickly as he could have.
Beard was able to break a couple of tackles in the backfield to get that ball off. So just good pocket presence, good awareness, and calmness. I don't know that I would be that calm when I have guys like that breathing down my neck.
Ball in motion. I think we're going to get a false start there. Back the Eagles up 5 more yards.
Is that going to be one of those everybody but the center false start?
Pretty much looked like that. I'm not sure whether it was not supposed to be snapped or supposed to be snapped earlier.
1st and 15. Under a minute to go. For some reason, the clock was still moving there for a while after the penalty, but it stopped now.
1st and 15. Tripp split out to the left. Rader, Hall, and Thompson. Winkler out by himself to the right. Out in the flat to Hall, and it's going to be short. Thankfully, it was a forward pass. Going to be incomplete instead of being a fumble. Going to bring up 2nd and 15. I like the play call. You get it out to Hall in space. They had Soren DeShields coming out to be a lead blocker.
They had Taven Rader over there to be a blocker, too. Those are some guys that I think I could get some yards running behind dudes like that.
They just couldn't put the pieces together and get the ball in Hall's hands.
Some of my favorite plays in high school was the screen pass. I mean, you just get the ball to your athletic guy, let him get some blockers in front of him, and if you're patient enough, you can get some yards.
Same formation. Let's see what they mix up here. Hand off. No, he fakes it and keeps it, and Beard cuts back across the middle, lowers the boom, and he's going to get a gain of about 8.
Yeah, he's going to pick up almost 10 yards, so it will bring up 3rd and 5. It was a good fake handoff. I thought DeShields got it too, but Beard just kept it and had a great run.
Would love to see a setup here where they pump fake the throw to Hall in the flat and then throw deep to somebody else trying to catch their defense cheating up a little bit. I feel like they've set that up, but see if they decide to capitalize. Just got 10 seconds before the quarter. They're rushing to get the snap off. Really no reason to. I think they were just trying to get them to jump off sides, and that's going to do it for the first. 7-0 Montgomery County. The Eagles have the ball when we get back here on WBON TV.
When life gets complicated, you need someone who understands. Since 2003, Blevins Law has navigated real estate closings, wills, estates, car accidents, and personal injury cases with care and clarity. If your family has experienced death or injury, make Blevins your first call.
Blevins Law. Compassionate, reliable, real. Call 859-985-5410 to hire Blevins Law for the win. Office is located at 400 Richmond Road, North Berea, or search blevinslaw.net to contact them today. Gillum Sports Lounge isn't just a place for good food and hospitality. It's about gathering with family and friends, satisfying those taste buds, and cheering on your favorite team. You can't go wrong with one of their delicious burgers, salads, pizzas, or one of their many appetizers. Order online or stop in and see for yourself why Gillum Sports Lounge has been a staple in Richmond for almost 20 years. Located inside the Richmond Mall. Gillum Sports Lounge. Like them on Facebook to see more.
And we're back to kick off the second quarter here on WBON TV. Jamie Boggs with John Bailey, and coverage is brought to you by Bishop Small Engine Repair of Richmond as Madison Southern trying to get on the board, trailing by a touchdown to the Montgomery County Indians.
Eagles have had a little bit better drive this possession. They've managed to move the ball. They got helped out by another pass interference call, but they've got third and a long 5. What are they going to draw up, Jamie?
They got Sam Little in, largely a pass-catching tight end, and Beard drops back. He steps up in the pocket. He's going to be hit by a whole host of Montgomery County players, and it looks like they may get flagged there. Beard's helmet came off, and they threw one of the pink flags.
Looks like a Montgomery County defender got up after that big hit on Beard and had some things to say the ref did not find sportsmanlike, so this penalty likely going against Montgomery County here, which would be another first down for the Eagles if that is the case.
Still talking it over. I think trying to figure out exactly how to mark it off potentially, because they are going to be moving it that direction, waiting to see how far. Again, both teams wearing some pink. Had a moment of silence for breast cancer survivors there during the commercial break, throwing the pink flags out there. Personal foul against Montgomery County. Well, we expected first and goal for the Eagles at the 11.
Jamie, I feel like the sticks need to move, right? Because you said that ball is not within the 10-yard line.
It doesn't look like it from here. It looks like it's at the 11. Come on, guys with sticks. Again, no disrespect to the guys, but they shouldn't have sticks.
Well, they should right now. So,
I mean, in principle, I feel like we're beyond that as a society.
They can get a first down at the 1-yard line should they need to. Having another moment with the... Now, Gabe Beard had to come out, so I was checking to make sure that Beard didn't try to sneak in there, and we do have Braden Hall at quarterback, so not sure what they're chatting about, but now it's time to get this game underway.
See, even him coming out, I feel like, is always a question for me, because was it torn off as part of a penalty? And Braden Hall is going to take it around left end, and he's got some space. He gets to the edge. He cuts back. Get tackled after a gain of about 7. I don't think his helmet came off as a result of a penalty, even though there was one afterward. But that's going to be second and about 3 inside the 10-yard line.
Now Beard can come back in after setting out that play. He's bringing the play with him. So second and about 5. The Eagles knocking on the door here. How are they going to be able to punch it in?
Really has been a different kind of series for them, much less run up the middle, so I assume they'll do that now, and they do. DeShields breaks a tackle, breaks another one. He gets free, and he's going to get really close to the first down marker. He broke at least 4 tackles in the backfield, John. Really shifty moves by DeShields on that one.
Shields, when he was tackled, he landed on top of another defender. I thought he might be able to keep pushing those legs and get another yard or 2.
Well, they're going to give him the first down, first and goal.
Excellent run there by DeShields, and you called it just right up the middle.
Right at the 3. In the pistol this time, doubles each way. Fakes the handoff, and Beard keeps it, and he's stuck at the 1. Spin move, and he's in! Beard takes the hit and keeps on keeping on for 6.
Excellent run there. He gave the ball to DeShields, but pulled it out. He saw a lane and he took it. Took that hit too. I don't know if we can see that one again or not, but he took a hit and just let it. He just kept on rolling.
Perfect timing for the spin move, and I know we've talked about them missing Beard, his leadership, his versatility and confidence, but also his legs. He did more with his legs on that drive than anything else, and that's going to tie it up 7-7. We'll be back in 60 seconds for more football action on WBON TV.
Bills don't care when payday is. But with CVNB's new checking account, you access your paycheck up to 2 days early, giving you faster access to your money when it matters most. Cover rent, buy groceries, pay your bills. Skip the stress before payday even hits. Open your account today at cvnb.com or visit your local CVNB branch. CVNB. Think better.
For over 40 years, Lake's Funeral Home and Crematory in Berea have been helping families through the hardest times in their lives. With traditional burial planning to cremation, the folks at Lake's can help you honor your loved ones with final arrangements. Lakes can also help pre-plan now. Let your family members know what you want and help ease their burden. Visit lakesfuneralhome.com to learn how easy it can be to pre-plan. Lakes Funeral Home and Crematory, the only on-site crematory in Madison County.
We're all tied up here at Madison Southern High School, 7-7. WBON TV coverage presented as always by Bishop Small Engine Repair after a really promising offensive drive there from the Eagles. They pooch kick it as well. It's going to take a bounce. The Indians going to fall on it after nearly losing it. Going to be 1st and 10, Montgomery County on the 34. They took the ball about 70 yards on their last drive, largely right up the middle.
70 yards, and I feel like about 10 minutes. I mean, I didn't check the clock before that drive, but they took a lot of time off the clock. Now they have the ball with 10 minutes, 6 seconds to go in the half, so we can remember that for future reference.
And they get the ball after halftime, so the Eagles certainly don't want to provide them an opportunity to double up on points. We'll see what they come up with. A lot of running up the middle, and then they pulled the play action for the touchdown pass in their first drive. Going to roll out right this time. Gum's going to throw it deep, and he's got somebody wide open. I don't know where that miscommunication was, but there was nobody near the receiver. Thankfully for the Eagles, fell incomplete. There is a flag down near the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I think the defense was a little off base there. They were looking at the sidelines even as the ball was snapped. So I don't think they had everybody where they wanted them. I think there was a lot of confusion defensively. But because of that holding penalty, it's going to back up Montgomery County and make this a longer first down.
1st and 20 now for the Indians. Yeah, like you said, something was off there. Had a receiver with nobody on him about 40 yards downfield. Wouldn't have counted anyway, but for the Eagles, hopefully you take that as a lesson learned and don't let it happen again.
The Eagles had almost everybody up in the box on that one.
Drop straight back this time. Gum's going to throw it deep again. Braden Hall's in coverage. He goes up, nearly intercepts it. It's going to be incomplete. Great coverage there by Braden Hall. Those that don't know, nearly led the interception, or the state in interceptions as a sophomore. Really a ball hawk out there defensively. That's going to bring up 2nd and 20.
I remember a couple of years ago, I mean, what did he have for the season, 8 or 9?
Something like that.
And I felt like every game he had at least one, but he had the ball more on defense than anybody I've ever seen.
Probably more on offense than he did that year.
Yep.
2 out to the right this time. Going to pitch it to Tipton on the sweep. He's hitting the backfield, cuts back, but he is going to be hit for a loss and lose about 4 more yards.
Love to see the Eagles swarm to the ball like that. They made initial contact with him, but he was able to to throw off a defender, but then he was immediately met by a convocation of Eagles. That's what you love to see, and that's going to bring up 3rd and long.
Big Dalton Maynard in on that one. He's been out for several weeks with a knee injury. Glad to see him back out there. 3rd and 24 for the Indians. What are they going to try to do? Drop straight back. Gums looking deep. Throws an out route. He catches it. Paul drives him out of bounds, short of the first down marker. About 3 yards short, I believe. We can see what number caught that ball.
I think it's going to be 3 yards short of the original line of scrimmage.
Oh, no, you're right. I was.
It's so long.
Me watching dudes with sticks may be worse.
Well, it felt like a long pass, and it was. It was a 15-yard pass, but
not moving the line of scrimmage just yet.
I did not see a flag.
There's one right at the line of scrimmage.
There it is. There is.
Potentially another hold. I think if you're Southern,
decline it and have this 4th down.
He's running over to confer with Coach Kirk about what he wants to do here. Yeah, I think if you have the option there, you let it be 4th and 13.
That's what I would do, especially this part of the field. You would imagine they're definitely going to punt here if this does end up being a 4th down.
Or it's going to be 3rd and I'll take my shoes off. 33.
Well, Jamie, we don't know what it is. They've yet to make. Here we go. Here's the call.
It is a hold. Oh, personal foul.
So that could be a 15-yard penalty. I don't think it'd be half the distance to the goal line from here, right? Or would it be?
I mean, it's going to be.
Yeah, I think it's going to be half the distance to the goal. So the ball is down at the 10-yard line. To get a first down would come all the way out to the 49-yard line. Nope.
34.
44. Let's meet in the middle.
I told you I got to take my shoes off to the 44, so it is 3rd and 34 here.
There we go.
I do math for a day job, by the way.
I thought you were talking about the spot of the get a first down.
I think I was. I was just so confused for them to be behind the sticks anyway. But they are, and now we'll see what they line up in here. They're lining up in the wing tee. That's what they scored out of with a play action earlier. Going to hand it off this time to Tipton around the right end. He breaks a couple tackles, gets maybe 2 yards. It's going to bring up 4th and 32.
Well, and if they do indeed punt, then the Eagles have done what we asked them to do, and that would be to get off the field. And they have really done an excellent job here, but the penalties have also helped.
Going to be punting from their own end zone. I never was a punter, but I can't imagine the feeling of having your feet in your end zone.
Yeah, I want to look down and see green and not the paint of the end zone for sure. And I want to watch Chastain. He's blocked some down here before. Where is he at on the field? Over there on the left side of the line.
David McCoy nearly blocked it. It goes straight up. That kick ends up making a Southern bounce.
That ball's not even going to go to the 20, is it? No, they
mark it out at the 25. So ultimately, that was about a 13-yard punt net for them on that.
Excellent field position here off the great benefits of an excellent defensive side of the ball for the Eagles. So 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line.
7:37 left here till halftime. Again, the Indians of Montgomery County will be getting the ball after the break. So the Eagles taking a lead here could be huge. Handoff to Samaj Shields off right tackle, and he's going to break it outside. One man to beat. He's brought down at the 12-yard line with a first down for the Eagles.
Another great run by DeShields, who's found his way. He got stopped quite a bit early on in this game. but now he's found a way. Maybe the offensive line has picked up some blocks a little better for him. First down for the Shields. First down, Eagles.
Two wide receivers out to the left. Sam Little in. The close tight end. Off same as last time, except this time it's going to be a 3-yard loss. Big hit behind the line there. Tackled by Hayden Staten.
Started at the 16-yard line, loss of 3 on the play.
Going to be second and about 13 for the Eagles after that loss on the Shields run.
Can get a first down here. Beard throws out to the left to Hall. He's just going to try to outrun everybody, and so far he has. He's going to get
a first down.
Really close to the first down marker there. Helped out by Gabe Thompson after the catch.
That was the way to do a screen pass. That was what we wanted to see earlier. So I don't know if he's going to get a first down or not. I think it's going to be super close. Bring up second and about less than a yard.
And we're going to measure with dudes with sticks.
Officials timeout.
Jamie, this is really close. So I'm
yeah, it's really hard to tell exactly where the stick is on the sideline, but it looks like they are in the exact same spot there. I'm marking it off here. The most scientific way you can measure things with sticks. First down, the Eagles. Inside the 5-yard line, 5:40 remaining.
I want to go ahead and say I called that using binoculars from the far side of the field. They were less than 4 yards away from the sticks and had to bring them out.
Should have been able to eyeball it, am I right?
Come on, guys.
My goodness gracious. First and goal for the Eagles, currently tied 7-7. Their first home district game here, battling the Indians of Montgomery County.
I'm looking for a Gabe Beard keeper here again.
Got a big set in here. Rader and Maynard in at tight end. Pistol formation. With the Shields behind Beard. Hands off to the Shields. He drops it and jumps on it. Very fortunate to be able to come up with that one, John.
Yeah, not on the same page, the Shields and Beard. The Shields went one way. Gabe turned to do the handoff on the opposite side of the way that the Shields went. And just that miscommunication, if you will, that error kind of precipitated that fumble. Thankfully, the Shields jumps on it. It's going to bring up second and goal. Maynard looking at Hall and trying to get a play call in. I love this big 2 tight end set.
Pistol formation. Beard takes the snap, gets it to the Shields on the left side, and he gets in the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. Second rushing touchdown of the game for these Eagles. And this gives them their first lead of the game with just under 4.5 minutes left in the half.
That was what they wanted to do on the first down play. So, you know what? Line it up and do it again.
Really great effort there from the defense to set them up for success offensively, and they take advantage of it. Corbin Kimball in to try to make it a 7-point ball game. And it's good. 14-7 Eagles. We'll be back in 60 seconds on WBON TV.
We would
like to invite you to join our family at Bishop's Small Engine Repair.
Outdoor Power has become a family tradition, with 3 generations here bringing you years of experience.
We will help you find the best selection of outdoor power equipment from Co-Cadet, Grasshopper, DeWalt, Makita, Echo, Shindawa, and now still in our Georgetown store.
Or bring your equipment into our service department. We will keep it running for years to come.
And as with all families, we have to keep Mama happy. So come on in and see us at Bishop's Small Engine Repair in Richmond and in Georgetown.
You know what they say. Every great season starts with a strong lineup. Neat agility, the Trailblazer cuts through traffic like a wide receiver in the red zone. Power, the Silverado handles work and tailgates like a linebacker on a mission. And if you're ready to go electric, the Equinox EV has the range to go all the way. No matter your game plan, Jack Burford Chevrolet has the vehicle that suits your drive. Stop in, suit up, and let's kick off your next adventure.
14-7 Eagle lead here on WBON TV. Coverage presented by Bishop Small Engine Repairs. Madison Southern up 14-7 over the Indians. Another little pooch kick there. Jumped on by the Indians. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 37. The Eagles with a great defensive stop on the last possession led to a quick rushing touchdown from Samaj Shields. 4.5 minutes left here, John. The Eagles would do themselves a huge favor to not give anything up here as the Indians get the ball after the half.
Looking for another powerful defensive stance here by the Eagles. Did a really good job last time, Jamie. I think we need to remember that. That might be one of the longest 4th down or 3rd down plays that we've ever seen covering high school football. With a 4th and, what did we say, 34?
Something like that, yep. I ran out of digits to count on. Handoff up the middle. That handoff was to Kaba, who gets a gain of about 3 there on 1st down. Also caught a touchdown pass earlier.
Taken down by sophomore Elliott Smith. I mean, this is a sophomore bunch that you got to be excited about. You've got Elliott Smith and Clemens. They are playing both in the linebacker positions, and both of them sophomores. That's a big position to play for an underclassman, but they do it very, very well.
2nd and 7. We're under 4 minutes to go here. Montgomery County got to be aware of the clock. Up the middle to Wilson, who's going to get a 1st down. Southern unhappy. They had a guy running off the field that didn't exactly get off the field there. That ran that play with 11 or 12 guys. That is going to be a 1st and 10 at the 49. 3.5 minutes left. They're certainly not hurting for time, not at a point they need to hurry up, but they are also in no hurry.
Like you said, they have the opportunity to get the ball back after the half, so they would love to get a touchdown here, come back and do it again, lead this ball game.
Play action, throws it up in the air. Coverage by Hall, who jumps up, knocks it out.
Oh, what a play by Hall. Just perfectly defended, throwing a hand at that ball right as it gets to the hands of the wide receiver.
That is absolutely textbook. You're in the right position, you're in the hip, you come across without making contact, knock the ball away, and it's going to be 2nd and 10 with 3:03 left. Braden Hall, an excellent defender, has made his presence known on both sides of the football tonight. Has drawn a couple pass interference penalties as a receiver.
Man, what a play. Hall has just been one of those backs that, like you said, he started doing this as a sophomore and just continues to be a powerhouse on this defensive side of the ball and offense. But, man, what a play. Remember that one for the highlight reels. That was a good one.
And off up the middle there. Going to get a rush of about 5. We're under 3 minutes to go. John, still don't think the Montgomery County is at a point where they have to rush. You agree with that?
Oh, yeah, they've got some time, and I think has either team used the timeout?
Nope, both teams each have 3 timeouts remaining.
So I feel like, yeah, you should have all the time in the world here. And the way you've been moving the ball on the ground, I mean, you should be able to get some 1st downs here as well.
We'll see what they go to here. 3rd and 5. Fakes the handoff, drops straight back, looking over the middle. And
That
he's
one's
got a
caught.
man caught. Great catch there. He's brought down by Elliott Smith, but that is Duran Owens on the catch.
Man.
Corbin Kimball went up for it, just went over his hands. That was a great pass.
That was a great pass,
from Gum.
but an even better catch. That was there's 0% chance I would catch that ball.
You said it, not me. I'm kidding.
No, I mean, just the hands and the awareness, that was a good one to reel in for sure. But for the Eagles, that puts them with their backs against the wall. It's going to be 1st and goal at the 5-yard line. 2 minutes to go. Hey, Montgomery County is going to punch this one in potentially if they're not careful.
And off up the middle, nearly untouched, is Wilson. And he brings us even with an extra point here. Right up the middle, John. And you know, if you're the Eagles, you didn't want them to score, but there's just enough time to where I think you have to consider being aggressive here offensively.
You know that Montgomery County is going to get the ball, and they've moved it well tonight. This is a 2-minute offense at its finest. Yeah, I think you try to go out there and do something. Jamie, what do you think?
I think you have to. Scared money don't make no money. It's up and in 14-14. We're going to take a 1-minute break and come back on WBON TV.
Who makes the best meal in Richmond? Nuevo Vallarta. Friendly service, a place that's good for kids and good for groups. Head to Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Nuevo Vallarta is known for warm hospitality, great prices, great food, and the best fajitas in town. Start with an appetizer, order a la carte, or choose from their huge menu of Mexican favorites for grown-ups and kids. Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond.
Minute 52 till halftime here on WBON TV as Montgomery County has just tied it up at 14. And the Eagles looking to get on the board one more time before the break. Coverage presented to you by Bishop Small Engine Repair as they kick it.
Oh, that ball did not go out.
Oh, John.
Jamie, did that ball go out of bounds? I mean, the ref standing right there.
Either the ball was out of bounds or he was out of bounds when he touched it. But if he recovers this in bounds, that's Montgomery County football. It took a bounce that was unexpected from Madison Southern, and they just let it go. But it did go out of bounds. So 1st and 10 Eagles in the 35. And boy, did they get lucky on that one.
That one got my heartbeat up to like 150 in a second. My goodness, that ball just landed and planted right there.
It's not always at one. It's not supposed to be that. 1st and 10. Passing the flat to DeShields, who gets on the edge, breaks a couple tackles, goes out of bounds at about the 47 with a first down and stops the clock with 1:46 left.
That is a play that I have loved to see. I love the screen pass, but when you can get DeShields involved in that, oh, buddy, you better buckle up. 1st and 10 from the 48-yard line.
I like that play call to start the drive. Again, at this point, you don't have to exactly run to the ball. They have all 3 timeouts. DeShields did the right thing there by running out of bounds to stop the clock. 2 split out to the left. They pitch it to DeShields to the wide side. He's going to try to get to the corner, and he breaks some tackles. He gets another first down across the 40.
He's going to stay in bounds and picks up the first down, like you said, so moved the ball across the 50.
The clock will stop while they reset the chains and the ball, or at least the ball, not the chains apparently, because they're still moving. But the Eagles all set to take a snap.
From the 39-yard line.
Beard takes the snap, hands off to DeShields to the right side. gets behind his lead blocker, brought down at the line of scrimmage. Timeout, Eagles. We're going to take that with them. We'll be back in 60 seconds for the rest of the half here on WBON TV.
You've heard the name Chenault Vineyards, but what do you know about it? Chenault Vineyards is a place for the community to enjoy. Central Kentucky's premier event and wedding destination with 5 event venues, full-service catering, over 13 varieties of wine, live music entertainment, seasonal food options, weekly themed Wednesday night out and girls night out, trivia, murder mystery date nights, and free yoga on the point with beautiful views. Everyone can find something to do at Chenault Vineyards. Want to know more? Follow them on Facebook and Instagram or plan your night out at ChenaultVineyards.com.
We all have dreams. For some, it might be playing professional baseball like Keenan Wiley, former Madison Central baseball player, did. For others, maybe it's just dreaming of your forever home. Well, after a career of playing the game that he loved, now Keenan has another dream, helping you find that dream home. Check out the new development at Crutcher Pike Estates here in Richmond. Like Keenan Wiley Real Estate on Facebook, and let Keenan help guide you through the process of finding your dream home in Central Kentucky.
2nd and 10 for the Eagles. 1 minute and 3 seconds left here in the half. Trips to the left. Beard takes the snap and looks that way. Pump fakes it, and he's going to keep it. Run around the left side. Breaks the tackle. Pitches it over the top, and it's complete. Taven Rader catches it and gets in the red zone before he's brought down inbounds. That's going to move the sticks and temporarily stop the clock with 50 seconds.
What a play. I thought Beard was going to take off and run it, but, man, he found Taven Rader wide open.
Just kind of lobbed it over the top there, and great decision by Beard, and Rader finished it up. Another timeout with 42 seconds left. John, let's stay here for this one. They got 41 seconds left and 1 timeout. Now, I know when you're watching TV on football, usually a play takes between 4 and 7 seconds. It usually takes them about 4 seconds to get back on the line. That's not high school football generally. It takes them a little bit longer. So you can kill a lot of time between plays. At this point, are you already thinking get it to the sideline or end zone, or are you willing to take a tackle inside the red zone and get back on the ball?
Well, you should have one more timeout, right?
They do.
Trying to see. So yeah, I think anything's on the table right now. I would run just about anything that I feel like could get me some yardage here, and then burn that 3rd timeout if I need to. But, of course, if you can get the ball to the outside and get out of bounds, even better. I think they've been passing it so much, I wouldn't be surprised at all to see DeShields get this ball again.
Wide side of the field is the right side. We'll see if they roll Beard out that direction. I don't think they run it. They send DeShields in motion. He keeps it up the middle, and he's going to go down almost immediately. Gets about a 4-yard gain. And that's going to keep the clock running. No timeout here. 28 seconds to go. They jump back on the ball. Beard trying to direct some traffic. 22 seconds to go. Hall gets set. Get ready for the snap, and Beard takes it, and he rolls out to the right this time. They called 2 plays. He's going to run this one too. Trying to get to the sideline. He's going to get down to the 10, brought down, and they'll call that last timeout with 8 seconds to go. Just short of a first down. So this is going to be 3rd and 2 at about the 10. There's a flag over there. We'll see what that's going to be. That could certainly change things here. If it's not against the Eagles, I think you consider a field goal here. Corbin Kimball can certainly make it from this distance and much longer than
that flag was way away from the play, so
pretty much an offensive hold is about the only option there.
Yep, that's what it's going to be, holding, so bring that ball back. So a lot of time taken off the clock there for that series of 2 plays, and the penalty. That one's going to cost you quite a bit. You've got 8 seconds to go here in the half.
Basically moving the ball back to about the 27-yard line. So first and it's going to be 2nd and 10, but that really doesn't matter as much. You got 8 seconds. Maybe you've got time for a quick out route to get out of bounds, but I don't even know if you risk it. I think you go ahead and take a shot at the end zone here. No more timeouts left. What's your play call?
Jamie, I don't know. This is a long pass that I just, I don't know. Maybe a couple of maybe a post route was something that I would like to see, but
they are lined up for a field goal. Again, this makes it a lot more difficult after the penalty. So he's going to be kicking it from the 34, making it a 44-yard kick.
Now I think Montgomery County is going to take a timeout.
And we will take that one. We'll be back in 60 seconds for this field goal attempt on WBON TV.
Hey! Oh my gosh, your husband is so hot. I know. No, like really hot. I know.
We've got to call Joseph's Heating and Air.
Is your AC unit not cooling? Call Joseph's Heating and Air. Your experts in fast, reliable AC maintenance and repair. They'll keep you cool when it matters most. Proudly serving Richmond, Lexington, and surrounding areas. Don't sweat it. Call Joseph's Heating and Air.
Hi, I'm Gwen from Gwen's Fine Jewelers, and we would love to invite you into our family-owned business. Select from our beautiful Valina designs, Carissa designs, or we can custom design your dream ring. Gwen's Fine Jewelers is your exclusive Kendra Scott boutique in Richmond. Special financing options available, on-site jewelry repair, and layaway. Find your dream ring at Gwen's. Gwen's Fine Jewelers, where dreams come true.
And we're back here, and the Eagles offense now out on the field, lined up for a field goal there before we went to break on WBON TV with 8 seconds left to go in the half. Second down for the Eagles. Officials getting in the right spots. We'll see what they've drawn up here. Two safeties playing deep for Montgomery, and Beard drops back. He throws an out route that's caught with 3 seconds left to Hall for a gain of about 15. Which gives them an easier field goal attempt. John, I didn't think they had the time to execute that, but they did so to perfection. And now we went from a 44-yard field goal attempt to a 32-yard attempt. The snap, down. Got the distance. Did it get through? It did, and the Eagles take the lead as time expires into the half. We're going to go to the half and take a 2-minute break and come back and give you the halftime show on WBON TV.
To some, it's just a boat. But to Jim, it's his escape from meetings, traffic, and the grind of daily life. He may not catch any keepers, but he wouldn't trade his day on the lake for anything in the world. That's why his boat is insured by Kentucky Farm Bureau. But it's not just Kentucky's Farm Bureau. It's Jim's Recharge the Battery Farm Bureau. My Farm Bureau.
David Mayo, John Rader, and Chris Hornsby with Kentucky Farm Bureau.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
Nothing can save this blowout.
Famous last words.
Yeah, get in there. We're only down by 40.
You just can't lose with the Spicy Wings combo. Only at Lee's, famous for a reason.
Your Lee's Famous Recipe locations are proud supporters of our local Madison County High School sports teams. Have dinner before the game at Lee's Richmond, 1000 Center Drive, or swing by Lee's Berea, just off I-75 at exit 76. Since 1974, Linville Insurance has proudly served our community with values that stand the test of time: family, integrity, and service. We lead with kindness, do what's right, help others, and stay informed so you can trust us with what matters most. As a proud Shepherd Insurance partner, we offer the strength of a large agency with the heart of a local one. From business to home, auto, farm, life, and employee benefits, we are your one-stop insurance advisor. Join the Linville Insurance family and experience the difference.
At Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry, we make it our priority to deliver the gentle, compassionate care that you deserve from a dentist, offering single-visit restoration on crowns, bridges, inlays, onlays, and veneers with CERAC. Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry is equipped to handle all your dental needs, from surgical implant placement and restoration, teeth whitening, root canal therapy, and more. And we now have the Cone Beam 3D technology for taking scans of the jaw. For your next dental appointment, call Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry at 859-985-0201.
Founded by Kentuckians for Kentuckians, Whitaker Bank is a uniquely Kentucky bank committed to the communities it serves. At Whitaker Bank, you'll find personalized service, a dedication to excellence, and a genuine desire to help you achieve your financial goals. Visit us at any of our conveniently located branches or go to whitakerbank.com to learn how Whitaker Bank can serve you. Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky.
Welcome back to WBON here at Madison Southern High School for the Galaxy Bowling Center halftime show with 32 lanes for bowling, over 50 arcade games. Galaxy Bowling Center in Richmond has fun for the whole family. Go to galaxybowling.com to find out more. It's an exciting time up at Galaxy, and that was an exciting first half, John.
Yeah, man, that was awesome. Madison Southern had a really hard time offensively and defensively to start the game, but they definitely found their way on both sides of the field and have come back and took the lead as time expired off the clock. They lead 17-14, and that was pretty thrilling first half of football.
It really was a lot of back and forth. Montgomery County opens the game with a touchdown pass on their first drive. Southern scores 2 in a row. Montgomery County responds really quickly and ties it up, leaves Madison Southern with 1:50 left on the clock, and they drove it down and kicked a field goal as time expired. Really great execution there in a lot of ways, and Corbin Kimball knocked it home from about 32 yards. John, we finally see a little bit of what we saw from Madison Southern in the first few weeks as far as who's on the field. Like, there seems to be at least a little bit more rhythm back there. With Gabe Beard taking snaps again. You got some defenders that are back in their normal spots. Do you think we're going to see them continue to improve in this half? Because a lot of those guys have missed a lot of time.
Yeah, I think so. I think now that they've got that half under their feet, they can go back, talk some, if there are any wrinkles that need to be ironed out, they can talk with their coaches. But yeah, I think the game will slow down again for them in the second half. It was really good to see Maynard back out there. Really good to see Clemens, of course, having Gabe Beard back is always a plus. But, yeah, I like what I've seen so far. And they were down, but they were not out. And that's what they did last week as well. And so I think this is going to be another exciting half of football. I think both teams looking to find a win tonight for sure.
A lot of times in these tight ball games, the winner's the team that makes the best adjustments at halftime. If you are the coach of Madison Southern, what kind of adjustments are you making defensively? Montgomery County, for 2 of their drives, drove it right down the field. For the other drive, couldn't get anything going. What's going to work against their offensive attack?
Jamie, you're definitely the more defensive-minded on this call, but what I've noticed from them is that the quarterback has really good presence, and he knows that if he sees the linebackers coming in for a blitz, he can kind of take that play-action pass and utilize it. He knows he's going to have somebody in the flats that he can dump it to. So, I don't think that means Madison Southern doesn't try to blitz, because I don't think that's effective either. But yeah, I don't know. You got to find a way for your cornerbacks to stay in their area. And if they're going to play zone, they got to pass off the wide receivers appropriately. But there have been some big pass plays for sure, so you got to limit those big ones.
Yeah, I think it's all about discipline. They have had some long pass plays, and at least 2 of those have been broken coverages where somebody missed their assignment or they bit up on the run. So I think discipline will fix a lot of those defensive woes we saw there in the first half. Montgomery County ran it up the middle quite a bit too, so you can't really just commit to the pass or they're going to run it down your throat. And Madison Southern did a lot of the same. They scored both of their touchdowns through the air, but made a lot of damage there on the ground. So offensively, do they need to do anything differently?
Yeah, Jamie, I want to see they dropped a couple of screen passes. The ones that they have caught have been awesome. But what is a way that you can pass the ball downfield? We saw that a little bit in the very last drive as they threw downfield, got the ball out of bounds to stop the clock. What other plays can you do? Are there any holes in the defense that you can see from the first half that you can go talk about at halftime? But I want to see this team make a couple of big plays. They've done it some before this year. They got to do it here again tonight.
One of my favorite things to see in the game of football is a team that works to set up something for the future. So we've seen them throw a lot of the quick screens, and I would just love to see Braden Hall drop back. You fake a quick screen to him, let the corners bite up, and then you've got somebody deep downfield. So I think you start using some of the things you were working on, and we saw some of that at the end too. A lot more read option potentially, or fake handoffs and quarterback keepers. Gabe Beard ran it a lot more in the second quarter, and he had a lot of space to run because they were all keying on to Shields.
Yeah, I would, have we seen any trick plays yet this year? You mentioned doing the screen or the fake screen out to Hall. Why not do the screen out to Hall, but then send a guy downfield and let Hall throw that pass after he catches the screen? Yeah,
we've seen him throw, and he does have a good arm and is accurate with it. Has had to fill in at quarterback a couple times due to injury. So I think we could see a number of those things. Yeah, we really haven't seen that at all from this team. I don't know if Coach Kirk's a no-nonsense, no-trick play kind of guy, but you get in district play, you got to pull out all the stops, and that's what we're doing here at halftime. Again, this is the Galaxy Bowling Center halftime show. All kinds of bowling, games, the best food in town. Make sure you go to Galaxy Bowling and have yourself a nice time. We're going to take a 2-minute break and get our stats together and come back for more of halftime discussion here on WBON TV.
Are you tired of living with the pain and discomfort that comes with getting older? If you're like me, then sometimes just getting up can be a challenge. At Orthopedic Sports and Physical Therapy in Richmond, their experts are here to help get you back in the game. Whether it's a sports injury, recovering from an accident, or just the aches and pains that come with age, they'll connect you with someone who can put together a personalized treatment plan and deliver long-lasting results. Visit osptky.com to get started, or go by and see former Madison Central graduate Heather Clines.
Hey, I didn't order any pizza.
Jake from State Farm. After you saved me so much dough on insurance with that Parker promo, I devised a promo for you.
Here's the deal, Parker. State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates.
Right. Pepperoni pockets, cuckoo crusties.
There's no promo, it's just great rates.
And a cider ranch.
When you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Jerry Goebel in Richmond today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
At the Galaxy Bowling Center and Champions Bar and Grill, we have activities galore, including video games, bowling, pool, delicious food at Champions, plus karaoke and live entertainment 7 days a week. Enjoy the climate-controlled patio, watch NFL football, and your Kentucky Wildcats all season long. The Galaxy Bowling Center and Champions Bar and Grill, just off exit 87 at 1025 Amberley Way in Richmond.
Honor, integrity, excellence. When it comes to protecting your home, rely on the experts who have served our country. At VC Veterans Contracting, our mission is to make your home feel safe. Our customers constantly rate us 5 stars for our expertise and professionalism. Trust your roof to the veterans who served. Call VC Veterans Contracting today or scan the code on screen for a free quote. VC Veterans Contracting, your roof, our mission.
The heat in Kentucky hits hard. That's why having Madison HVAC on your side is so important. Don't waste time. Schedule a maintenance check on your HVAC system and make sure it's ready to handle the constant changing of the weather that comes with living in Kentucky. Your comfort is their promise. Like Madison HVACR Inc. on Facebook or schedule your maintenance checkup at 859-625-1471. Pruitt & Sons Auctioneers have over 24 years experience in the auction industry. Whether you're selling real estate, personal property, or liquidating your assets, Pruitt & Sons can help take your property to auction and walk you through the process. Serving all over Central Kentucky, visit PruittAuctioneers.com. And remember, Angela Pruitt for all your real estate needs as well.
4 minutes left here in this halftime break at Madison Southern High School. The Eagles took a last-second lead over the Montgomery County Indians, 17-14 on a 32-yard field goal there at the end of the half. And we're going to go ahead and jump into the halftime stats served up by Pruitt & Sons Auctioneers. Pruitt Auctioneers is the name that sells. With over 25 years of experience in the auction industry, Pruitt & Sons Auctioneers are investing their time and resources into generating buyers to bid on your stuff. Learn more at PruittAuctioneers.com. Madison Southern led on the ground by both Samaj DeShields and Gabe Beard there in the first half, with each of them having a rushing touchdown. Braden Hall with several long rushes and really pushed the ball downfield. That touchdown run by Gabe Beard, that Whitaker Bank touchdown run, was one of the more impressive runs I've seen, as he took a big hit from a linebacker and just spun off of it to get in the end zone.
Yeah, just really, really impressed by that and being able to shed those tacklers. Really good first half of football, Jamie.
For Montgomery County, they had a touchdown pass from Jacob Gum to Jamie Nkaba, and then a rushing touchdown from Landon Wilson, who has been racking up yards in chunks. John, their running backs are fast, but they're also big dudes. They've lined up Gabe Tipton back there a few times. They've got 5-6 seniors that touch the ball from behind the line of scrimmage and aren't scared to give a hit as well as take one. So their rushing attack has been effective, and then they have timed it really well when to pull that out and to have play action and throw the ball. And Southern's been caught off guard several times by that.
You're absolutely right. Those running backs for Montgomery County are big old country boys, looks like. So not your typical running back, and very, very effective. But I will say Madison Southern, outside of that first defensive stance, has done a really good job playing contain some of the big plays just coming in the air on busted defense.
And all credit to Montgomery County, too, on the play calls. But Gum has been throwing the ball really well. He set several different wide receivers, and they get the ball coming out here after the break. So they trail 17-14. Again, after that 32-yard field goal by Corbin Kimball to take the lead at the buzzer. Southern with 8 seconds left ran a quick out route to get another 12 yards, and they needed it before Kimball put that through the upright. So we're going to take one more 3-minute break, and we'll come back and get you set for the second half here on WBON TV.
When life gets complicated, you need someone who understands. Since 2003, Blevins Law has navigated real estate closings, wills, estates, car accidents, and personal injury cases with care and clarity. If your family has experienced death or injury, make Blevins your first call.
Blevins Law. Compassionate, reliable, real. Call 859-985-5410 to hire Blevins Law for the win. Office is located at 400 Richmond Road, North Berea, or search blevinslaw.net to contact them today. Gillum Sports Lounge isn't just a place for good food and hospitality. It's about gathering with family and friends, satisfying those taste buds, and cheering on your favorite team. You can't go wrong with one of their delicious burgers, salads, pizzas, or one of their many appetizers. Order online or stop in and see for yourself why Gillum Sports Lounge has been a staple in Richmond for almost 20 years. Located inside the Richmond Mall. Gillum Sports Lounge. Like them on Facebook to see more.
Bills don't care when payday is. But with CVNB's new checking account, you access your paycheck up to 2 days early, giving you faster access to your money when it matters most. Cover rent, buy groceries, pay your bills. Skip the stress before payday even hits. Open your account today at cvnb.com or visit your local CVNB branch. CVNB. Think better.
For over 40 years, Lake's Funeral Home and Crematory in Berea have been helping families through the hardest times in their lives. With traditional burial planning to cremation, the folks at Lake's can help you honor your loved ones with final arrangements. Lake's can also help pre-plan now. Let your family members know what you want and help ease their burden. Visit lakesfuneralhome.com to learn how easy it can be to pre-plan. Lake's Funeral Home and Crematory, the only on-site crematory in Madison County.
We would like to invite you to join our family at Bishop's Small Engine Repair.
Outdoor Power has become a family tradition, with 3 generations here bringing you years of experience.
We will help you find the best selection of outdoor power equipment from Cadet, Grasshopper, DeWalt, Makita, Echo, Shindawa, and now still in our Georgetown store.
Or bring your equipment into our service department. We will keep it running for years to come.
And as with all families, we have to keep Mama happy. So come on in and see us at Bishop's Small Engine Repair in Richmond and in Georgetown.
You know what they say. Every great season starts with a strong lineup. Need agility? The Trailblazer cuts through traffic like a wide receiver in the red zone. Power? The Silverado handles work and tailgates like a linebacker on a mission. And if you're ready to go electric, the Equinox EV has the range to go all the way. No matter your game plan, Jack Burford Chevrolet has the vehicle that suits your drive. Stop in, suit up, and let's kick off your next adventure.
Just a couple minutes away for kickoff here in the second half of coverage of Madison Southern football as they lead the Indians of Montgomery County 17-14 here to start out the second half. Montgomery is going to get the football. This is your Galaxy Bowling Center halftime show with 32 lanes for bowling and 50 arcade games. Make sure you hit them up in Richmond. Fun for the whole family. Go to galaxybowling.com to find out more information. They have nightly specials. They have bowling leagues. They have birthday parties. Great place to be.
I'm a little hungry. I will say they have excellent food.
Yes, I could certainly take some of the Champions Bar and Grill food from Galaxy right now. That might be the only place that I would like to be if I wasn't here. It's a beautiful night for football. The Eagles played well in the first half, had a great last 2-minute drive to put up points before the break, but now the defense is going to have to step up. Gave up 2 big drives to Montgomery County, and Montgomery County tried to regain the lead here as these teams both vying for a step forward in district play.
In a game like this, first off, let me say, absolutely right. There's a lot on the line for Madison Southern tonight. Always great when you're able to host one of those playoff games. But in a game like this, if Madison Southern were to get a stop, go down and score when they got the ball, that makes it a 10-point game. And in a game like this, that's a lot. So I think if you're Madison Southern, that's the goal ahead of you. Can they do it?
So you're saying in a low-scoring football game, a field goal could be big? I feel like we've had that conversation before.
Yeah.
Thanks. That's a callback to the last home game when we were discussing the importance of field goals, and Corbin Kimball was set for the 44-yarder. They ran one more play to get him closer, and he absolutely nailed it. And that's tough in high school football to be that reliable from kicking from distance. It's such a weapon to have.
Never want to see Madison Southern have to punt, but they haven't tonight. And I really like watching Kimball. Is that his name?
Cam Adams.
Cam Adams. I really like watching him punt the ball. Down here, the last home game, he kicked one over here that bounced out around the 1-yard line.
It was perfect.
And absolutely brilliant.
Maybe they'll get a huge lead and then punt later. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Good request.
Maybe just watch him practice,
Yeah. Did some pregame stuff. But they are going to be kicking off to the Montgomery County Indians here. The Indians at 1-6, trying to get their first win since week 2. Madison Southern trying to put together their first back-to-back wins of the entire season and remain undefeated in district play. The Eagles and all navy going from left to right on your screen, and Montgomery County in blue and white. Both teams kind of decorated in pink. Is that the right way to put that?
Yeah, absolutely. Bringing awareness to a very important screening process that needs to be done early to help save lives. So great to see all these guys buying into it and supporting loved ones and families.
Some of the officials with pink flags, I think they shouldn't be able to. If you didn't bring pink ones, you can't throw them. Great kick there by the Eagles as they have to go down. That took the perfect hop for Kimball over the head of the Montgomery County player, and they downed it at the 25. I know Kimball can put it in the end zone. Why do you think they continue to do that squib kick? They hoping to get one bouncing off somebody?
Are they seeing some things on tape that we've not seen that would be beneficial for them? That one was almost lost by Montgomery County. Just a heads-up play there.
In a lot of ways, I haven't watched tape, so I haven't seen anything.
That's fair.
1st and 10 for the Indians at the 25.
You're not doing like huddle research on your off days?
And off up the middle. Big hole opened up. Finally brought down after a gain of about 16 as Wilson. John, it looked like they had him wrapped up. He made just one cut there at the line of scrimmage that broke him free. That's what we saw in the first drive from these Indians, is just pounding it up the gut.
Jamie, we had 8 men in the box. I mean, our linebackers were playing up. I thought that he was going to get hit at the line and be dropped, but man, that was just an incredible run, just putting your head down and running the football downhill.
He really didn't get touched for about 12 yards.
1st and 10, first down will get you to midfield.
And off up the middle again.
Hitting the backfield, but not taken down.
Clemens got a hand on him, but he's only got one hand to grab with. So that was Tipton on the carry, another big country boy. He's switching in and out with Wilson. Both had big gains in the first half. Going to bring up 2nd and 4 at the 46. Jacob Gum under center for Montgomery County. Great quarterback name, and he's having a great game on the field as well as he goes for the fake handoff there.
Looks like that's going to be a false start on the offense.
That almost hurts Madison Southern because Soren DeShields was in hot pursuit of the quarterback on that one.
So make it 2nd and 10. Like you said, I mean, he was almost there making that play.
Second and a long 9 here. Wilson back in at running back. They have 2 split to the right. Here comes a blitz from Southern, and he gets through the middle again before being hit by DeShields and get a gain of about 6 before they bring him down. Going to bring up 3rd and 4. John, it's almost like they're blitzing past the runner, and it's creating almost a screen situation that everybody, all those front 8 are gone before he gets there.
Yeah, they're not disguising their blitz, so you know, all right, this linebacker's blitzing right here. So even if the plays call takes you to that area, you're just going to bounce it out, and you've got 7 or 8 yards. So maybe still utilize the blitz, but disguise it a little more. You know what I mean?
We'll see what they draw up here on 3rd and 4. They've yet to throw the ball on this drive. Jumped off sides there. It's going to be a first down for Montgomery County.
Wondering if that's bringing up a first down.
I believe it will. First down, Indians are going to take them to the other 49. Didn't it used to be allowed?
I was thinking the same thing.
For defensive linemen to move and get back as long as they weren't in the neutral zone on the snap and didn't make contact?
I was thinking the same thing. And if they did get in the neutral zone, they would allow the play to keep going. It would be almost like a free play.
Yep. Tipton lowering the boom there, and he's going to get a gain of about 8.
Wilson on the carry. Correction.
Similar situation there. He got to the second level before he was even touched. Going to bring up second and short.
Gabe Tipton on the carry.
Second and about 1 to go here. Jamie, this is one of those plays where playbook wide open. This is where I take a shot almost every time.
We'll see if they dial that up as well. Hopefully the Southern secondary is aware of that situation. Wilson back in at running back. 2 receivers split out to the right. Gum under center. I formation. Takes a snap, drops straight back. He is going to throw it deep, and he's got a man. Hits him in stride. Touchdown, Indians, as he got behind Braden Hall. That was a great catch there, I think, by Robbie Howard, number 5.
I didn't see if Hall slipped on that or just let him get by him, but Hall nowhere to be found there when that catch was made.
And that was, he was not even in the zip code of the receiver there. So some kind of miscommunication or slip. Regardless, that's 6 points for the Indians as they try to make it a 4-point game here with the extra point. Snap, hold, kick, all good. 21-17. We'll be back in 60 seconds here on WBON TV.
Who makes the best meal in Richmond? Nuevo Vallarta. Friendly service, a place that's good for kids and good for groups. Head to Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Nuevo Vallarta is known for warm hospitality, great prices, great food, and the best fajitas in town. Start with an appetizer, order a la carte, or choose from their huge menu of Mexican favorites for grown-ups and kids. Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond.
21-14, Montgomery County Indians lead here on WBON TV. Coverage presented by Bishop Small Engine Repair of Richmond. Little pooch kick there to the corner, and it's going to bounce out of bounds, and the Eagles will take over at the 35. Second kickoff in a row that's done that. Just coming back off a Whitaker Bank touchdown. Whitaker Bank, more locations than anybody else. They're here to serve you. Touchdown pass there from Jacob Gum to Robbie Howard and give the Indians their lead back. And now the Eagles, trying to get back on the right side of the scoreboard. Got trips out to the right this time. Samaj DeShields in the backfield with Beard. He goes in motion. A little slip screen pass, and he gets to the edge. Positive yardage for sure. He's going to get near a first down, just short after a gain of 9. Ran that play several times, John, and as long as they complete it, it's been positive yardage each and every time.
Yep, good play there. You take it every time. It's going to be second and short again. Last time I said this is where the playbook is wide open when you have second and short like this. I mentioned in the halftime show I'd like to see the Eagles find a way to move the ball down the field for a big chunk play. Does it come here on second and short?
Out wide, they've got Gabe Thompson, Caden Winkler, and Braden Hall. Beard hands off to DeShields, and he's going to get a first down and not much more, but that's going to move the sticks. First and 10 for the Eagles on about 47-yard line.
Wasn't the chunk play, but it was a good play. Samaj hit right at the line of scrimmage, but just his yards after contact with that second effort just burst right past the marker for a first down.
Going to mark it at the 46. Just over 7 to play in the third. 21-7. The Eagles trail the Indians of Montgomery County in this district ball game. Both teams vying for a spot of potentially winning the district, but also hosting a playoff game. Handoff up the middle to DeShields. He's going to get about 3 that time, right up the gut.
Feels like time is just slipping away. 6 minutes, 45 seconds to go here in the third.
He's brought down the 48-yard line.
Looks like we have an injured player right now. That's DeShields.
This orthopedic sports and physical therapy injury timeout. We will stay here. Connect with an expert physical therapist who will listen to your story, give you a personalized treatment plan that delivers long-lasting results and will stick with you every step of the way. Go to osptky.com to set up your appointment today. John, one thing we haven't seen a lot of tonight that you see early in the season is a lot of cramps. When it's hotter outside, guys cramp up a lot. Haven't seen that a lot tonight. And I'm not certain that's what's going on out there with the Shields.
No, they are looking at lower body, like around the ankle area. DeShield obviously in some pain here. But he's going to jump up here.
Hopefully make it off the field on his own accord. And he's been the primary ball carrier really all season. So we'll see if they can get him back in the game there. And if not, who's going to step up and how much can they step up? We've seen his brother Soren make some great plays from the running back position as well. Beard is certainly efficient at keeping the ball. But how is this going to impact their play calling, which so far this game has been a lot of Samaj left, Samaj right, Samaj up the middle?
I think just looking at him, he looked like he got better with his gait as he walked off. Hopefully that was just what we call a stinger. He's going to be all right.
Beard drops straight back. He's going to scramble out to the right side, completes the pass to Caden Winkler, who's going to get another Madison Southern first down. Winkler settled in the right spot there, caught the ball, and persevered for the first down.
For Beard to even get that ball off is amazing. He had 2 defenders in his face before he rolled out, and they were in hot pursuit, but he's managing to keep his eyes downfield, look for a wide-open guy, and he found him. That was a great play, great pass by Gabe Beard.
And Cade Winkler, a guy who's out there each and every play, blocking his heart out, hasn't gotten a lot of touches this season, but hasn't let that get him down, and is here to make a big play like that one. The Shields up the middle, gets behind his lineman, tries to break it outside, brought down for a 3-yard loss. Flag comes in, potentially in the area of a face mask. We'll see what actually happened. Also could be a hold in that area. And it is.
Yeah, where he threw that flag, I was thinking, you were right. I was thinking that could be a face mask on the tackle.
Because it was thrown the tackle was happening.
Yeah, I didn't really see the blocker hold on that one, but you know what? I'm watching the running back.
That is going to retain first down, but make it 1st and 20 at the 50. Sam Little comes in at tight end. Soren DeShield still in at running back. I think Samaj is still in the tent over there. A name we've also not said a lot tonight, Caden Chastain. I've seen him walking in and out of the tent, but haven't seen him get out on the field yet.
Fumble. And it's picked up by Montgomery County. Just a bad handoff.
On that one, it looked like DeShields didn't anticipate getting the ball, and Beard let it go, and DeShields thought he was keeping it. So big miscommunication there. You can see emotions running hot from the two of them, but that puts their defense in quite a bind.
It does. That's not good here for the Eagles. They trail 21-17 with 5 minutes and 27 seconds to go in the third, and they give the ball to Montgomery County at the 41-yard line. Already in Eagle territory.
At their own 41. I formation. Wilson's back there. Gum gives it to him, and he breaks it through the middle once again. Is brought down by Corbin Kimball after a gain of 11, untouched until he got to the secondary.
Yeah, it was like just a powerful, strong run. Moved down to the 29-yard line. I think Eagles are still kind of frustrated over the offensive fumble that led them to this situation. But you know what? It happened. You gotta make a stand here on defense to not let it hurt you too bad.
very bad at just watching the ball, trying to keep up with who's got it. That's where I am in my life. But I'd love to see the blocking scheme up there that's allowing that 8-person rush to just disappear.
That
Now
ball
they
jumps
fumble.
out, but that ball just pops out and it's caught by the running back. But a good loss on the play there for the Eagles.
Wilson hangs on to it before being tackled by Soren DeShields for a loss of 2 on that one. Going to bring up 2nd and 12 at the 31.
I was hoping the Eagles were going to get a lucky bounce and get that ball back.
Great job by Wilson keeping his focus and hanging on to the ball.
2nd and 12 from the 32-yard line.
They've got Kaba in as well as Tipton now. Kaba, primary receiver offensively. And he's at running back, actually, and Tipton's all the way out to the right. Wouldn't be surprised to see a sweep here. And that's fumble.
That's on the ball. That's on the ground again.
That is 3 fumbles in the last 5 offensive plays.
That one is picked up, but it's going to be for another loss on the play. I think it's going to bring up 3rd and 13 or 15 maybe.
John, I can't see too good. Is it raining out there?
I don't think so, Jamie. But the
Having
way
trouble
that,
hanging on to the football.
yeah, I think maybe they've greased that one up like they used to back in Jellicoe, you know.
That's not fair. You all cheat.
The old greased
3rd and
hog on the 4th of
15.
July.
Tipton out wide to the left, and they are going to pass. Gum throws deep over the middle. Incomplete. Tipton looking for a flag. Looked like the turf monster got him, and that's going to bring up 4th and 15.
The old turf monster out there making his presence known. And I think the turf monster saved another touchdown.
Kimball was in pretty good proximity to the receiver at that point. I think he would have had a chance to defend it had the throw been a little more accurate. But now we're going to find out what they're going to do here. 4th and 15. You're in Eagle territory. That would be a very long field goal attempt, so they're going to go for it here. Doesn't look like they're going to kick it away.
Cornerbacks need to be alive. This is looking to be one of those quick outs, in my opinion.
Gum in the shotgun, drops straight back, going to scramble a bit. He's looking deep. Here come the Eagles. He throws it. It's complete, but he goes out of bounds just short of the marker.
He caught it right at the marker and then brought it down out of bounds just in front of the marker. Turnover on downs. Eagles defense saves the day after a costly fumble.
I don't know if their defense saves the day or that's just an unfortunate instance there for the Indians. They completed the pass, and he had space around him, but his momentum took him out of bounds. That was a really good catch by Connor Craig, just short of the sticks. 1st and 10 Eagles.
A couple of fumbles there helped back up the offense of Montgomery County. 1st and 10 Eagles, Jamie.
Sam Little running onto the field late. DeShields in the pistol behind Beard, who drops straight back, looking to throw. He's scrambling. Somebody's coming up behind him. He's got to let go of it. Narrowly misses that one. Tries to throw out of bounds. Incomplete to Caden Winkler. 2nd and 10. John Beard nearly got sacked about 12 times by the same guy there. Really good job avoiding it. But
I was worried more about stripping that ball out of his hands the way he was holding it and running, not knowing that pursuit was on. So I don't know if maybe the Shields yelled at him and told him, but man, that was almost a big defensive play for Montgomery County.
To give him a lookout block there. That was a great throw by Beard, though. The only person that could have caught it was his receiver. Obviously went out of bounds, but you live to fight another day. 2nd and 10. We still have Soren DeShields in the game. I've not seen Samaj since he came off the field with an ankle injury on the last drive. Pitch to Braden Hall around the end, and he is going to get to the corner. He's going to get about 6 yards, going to bring up 3rd and 4.
I like that play with the little, what kind of pass is that called? A little shuttle pass?
I don't even know if that's a shuffle pass. It's just basically a
pitch, but right in front of you.
Yeah, just drop it. It's basically a way to cheat and get passing yards for a rushing
I was going to
play.
say it does count as a pass, even though I don't think it should. I don't make the rules.
You can take that up to the guys with sticks and see what they have to say.
Do they make the rules?
3rd and 4 Eagles.
Who's on first?
Got 2 out to the right, 2 out to the left 4 yards to move the sticks.
And the defensive end from Montgomery County crosses the plane.
That's going to give a first down to the Eagles, I believe. I said 3rd and 4 several times, assuming it wasn't
They may
5.
have to measure on that penalty because it is going to be close.
First down. Yep.
All right.
First down, Eagles.
1st and 10 at the 31. See what they draw up here. Have really been keeping it in Beard's hands with Samaj DeShields on the sideline. This time he pitches it out to Sam Little, who's going to lose a couple on that screen pass.
Little on the reception.
Like the play call, like getting him involved. I remember him having a touchdown in the end zone here at home where can't believe he held onto the ball, landed in the end zone awkwardly, but kept possession.
It was a very great catch and then an even more athletic finish for him there. He's going to take a break now with Taven Rader coming in. The Eagles behind the sticks. 2 minutes to go in the third, trailing by 4, 2nd and 12 on their own 29. That's all the numbers I got, John.
That's a lot, man. Good job. Proud of you.
Trips to the left, pistol formation, defensive line moving around a lot. Bounce snap to DeShields. I am not quite sure what happened there. They are going to lose a couple yards. Could have been so much worse. The snap almost immediately hit the ground and popped up in Shields' arms.
Yeah, I couldn't tell I don't even know that it hit Beard in the hands. It almost looked like it just kind of rolled
never
on
touched
the ground.
him.
But good heads-up play by DeShields to grab it. Unfortunately, that's going to be a pretty massive loss and bring up a very long 3rd down.
Caden Kirk going into the game at running back now. 3rd and about 14 for the Eagles at their own 26. This is a place you have to be careful. Of course, you want to move the sticks, but being too aggressive, you don't want to turn the ball over back here. See what they decide to go with. They have 2 split out to the right. Raider in the up back position and Kirk shotgun. Is that a delay of game? I didn't see the call there, John.
I don't see the guy in the white hat. Where'd he go?
He's way back there, man. He's back there by the end zone. I saw the it was a delay of game, which seemed kind of fast. Going to make it 3rd and 20 now.
We used to have the clocks here on the field, but
they don't have them at all.
Don't have them, and I've noticed that they don't have them at a lot of places we went. I don't know if there's a rule change or not. That one's going to be aired out. Did he catch that ball?
Pass interference.
Braden Hall.
Defensive back's upset, but once again, he came back to the ball. As you can see here, he comes back to the ball, and the defender runs through him without turning around. That is the definition of pass interference.
It's going to be a 1st down here for the Eagles. That's the 3rd first down on a 3rd down. It's been converted because of a pass interference call.
That is the call.
The defender was pleading his case back there, but I mean, yeah, the replay don't lie.
Fun fact, I don't think it's an automatic 1st down. It was 3rd and 20. That's going to make it 3rd and 5. I think the Eagles were hoping it would move it a little further. It's another one of those that I guess most people just assume it's an automatic 1st down because it takes you 15 yards.
I'm so used to
pistol formation.
Trying to draw Montgomery County offsides.
Has worked before. Beard gets settled, takes the snap. It's low. He hangs on to it, going to run it himself. And he's going to get
so about
close.
a yard short. It's going to bring up 4th and inches. I mean, not even a yard here.
I know you've been pretty vocal about not doing this, not going for it on 4th down here.
No, I mean, I think at this point, I would put somebody like Kirk or Taven Rader back there and try to power your way in.
They are going to call timeout and measure it here. Again, coverage presented by Bishop Small Engine Repair. So thankful for all of our sponsors that allow us to be on the air with these guys each and every week. Big thanks again to Bishops, to Bluegrass Marble and Granite, Kentucky Farm Bureau, Mayo, Rayer and Hornsby, Nuevo Vallarta, Whitaker Bank, Galaxy Bowling, Keenan Wiley Realtor, Pruitt & Sons Auctioneers, Orthopedic Sports and Physical Therapy, CG Bank, Joseph Heating and Air, Jack Burford Chevrolet, Linville Insurance, Jerry Goebel State Farm, Blevins Law Office. I'm pausing because it looks like he may have it.
It is so close. Oh, my goodness. I think he might.
First down, Eagles.
Just the tip of that football.
Based
was
on their
on
spot,
the line.
I wouldn't have even measured it. But then again, I would design a system without sticks. Also thanks to Chenault Vineyards, Madison HVAC, Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry, Gwynn's Fine Jewelry, Veterans Contracting, Lee's of Richmond and Berea, and Lakes Funeral Home for allowing us to bring coverage. The Eagles down to 27 seconds here in the third quarter. They got 1st and 10 to work with. If they even try to run a play here to end the quarter. It looks like they intend to.
They did that to end the first, and they tried to just draw the Montgomery County offsides. We'll see if they do that here. They actually make a play.
And that's Samaj DeShields back in the game, and he's going to get a gain of about 4. And, John, he was so close to breaking it free. We're going to have some.
There's some extracurricular during the very end of that play.
We're going to take a break while they figure it out. That's the end of the third quarter. Back in 60 seconds as we wrap up these penalties on WBON TV.
You've heard the name Chenault Vineyards, but what do you know about it? Chenault Vineyards is a place for the community to enjoy. Central Kentucky's premier event and wedding destination with 5 event venues, full-service catering, over 13 varieties of wine, live music entertainment, seasonal food options, weekly themed Wednesday night out and girls night out, trivia, murder mystery date nights, and free yoga on the point with beautiful views. Everyone can find something to do at Chenault Vineyards. Want to know more? Follow them on Facebook and Instagram or plan your night out at ChenaultVineyards.com.
We all have dreams. For some, it might be playing professional baseball like Keenan Wiley, former Madison Central baseball player, did. For others, maybe it's just dreaming of your forever home. Well, after a career of playing the game that he loved, now Keenan has another dream, helping you find that dream home. Check out the new development at Crutcher Pike Estates here in Richmond. Like Keenan Wiley Real Estate on Facebook, and let Keenan help guide you through the process of finding your dream home in Central Kentucky.
We're back, and we're still trying to figure things out here on WBON TV. Madison Southern trails Montgomery County 21-17 at the end of the quarter. There were several flags thrown. Looks like those are going to be personal foul penalty against Montgomery County. It's going to give Southern a first down. Somebody needs to tell the guys with sticks we're shifting directions. Not sure what they're trying to figure out now. That should be a first down. It was going to be 2nd and 5 after Samaj DeShields went up the middle.
It was a good run by Samaj. Good to see him back in the game.
That was the end of the third quarter.
So much confusion about what's going on.
So the end of the quarter would mean that we have to switch sides of the field. So go ahead and do that, fellas. Then assess the penalty. Should be good to go.
Step by step, day by day. 1st and 10 Eagles at the Indians 40. The Eagles had the ball for quite a while on this drive. Got to get points on the board here to stay in this one. Samaj DeShields back in at running back, and he's going to nearly get the handoff. They fake it and get it to Braden Hall for a 15-yard pass. A really quick play action dump pass right on the seam. He's been open on that seam quite a bit tonight.
That's what I've been hoping to see. No rollout, just back up in the pocket, 3 steps, boom, big pass to Braden Hall for another Eagles first down. I love that call, and I love everything about that play. Keep doing it, boys.
On the Indians 23. Braden Hall in motion.
Hall loses that football.
That's an incomplete
and
pass.
Montgomery County.
That's an incomplete pass. He tossed it forward. The officials all over it.
Good job.
Montgomery County not happy about it, but that's part of why you do it that way. In case there is a mishandle on the exchange, you can see him throwing it forward there to Hall.
Yep,
Couldn't
you're
come
right.
up with it.
Good job, Jamie. That was a bobbled. Oh, and now Montgomery County still talking to the refs. They're going to get a 15-yard personal foul after the play.
Certainly not what you want to see. And, you know, if in different circumstances, I could see that being an argument, but they've run that play multiple times tonight already. So they've established that that's a forward pass.
Coaches don't seem to understand the rule either, so of course their players aren't going to understand it.
And pick up the flag. Going to be 1st and 10 Eagles, but they haven't moved the ball.
Did they just get a sideline warning on that?
There we go.
Oh, nope. Just takes a little time. Get the
Yeah.
chains moving. Get the
Twist sticks. 1st and 10 for the Eagles on the 11, on the 12-yard line. Again, they can get a first down.
Eagles have to get the ball in the end zone here to take the lead late in the fourth quarter. Early in the fourth, I should say.
I was going to say, did I fall asleep? I may have. Beard takes a snap, and he's looking left. Going to roll out, pitches it. Incomplete. Trying to hit Hall, coming back the other way, I believe. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10. Done a great job on the move already tonight. It's hit several passes. Somewhat a broken plays. That one just didn't go as he had hoped. Back to work here. Got 2 split out to the left, so we're into Shields in, or Smaj to Shields in the backfield.
Fake handoff to the Shields.
Beard gets all the way up to about the 6, so it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Another flag after the play. Jamie, if this one goes against Montgomery County, I mean, they're just giving a lot of yardage to Madison Southern here.
We'll see who they mark it off against.
Looking for the official call.
Sportsmanlike conduct against Montgomery County.
That's the second one of this drive.
And they call a timeout. We'll take it with them. Back in 60 seconds, the Eagles in the red zone on WBON TV.
Hey! Oh my gosh, your husband is so hot. I know. No, like really hot. I know.
We've got to call Joseph's Heating and Air.
Is your AC unit not cooling? Call Joseph's Heating and Air. Your experts in fast, reliable AC maintenance and repair. They'll keep you cool when it matters most. Proudly serving Richmond, Lexington, and surrounding areas. Don't sweat it. Call Joseph's Heating and Air.
Hi, I'm Gwen from Gwen's Fine Jewelers, and we would love to invite you into our family-owned business.
Select from our beautiful Valina designs, Carissa designs, or we can custom design your dream ring. Gwen's Fine Jewelers is your exclusive Kendra Scott boutique in Richmond. Special financing options available, on-site jewelry repair, and layaway. Find your dream ring at Gwen's. Gwen's Fine Jewelers, where dreams come true.
Got 2nd and 1 for the Eagles on the 3-yard line after another unsportsmanlike conduct penalty on Montgomery County here on WBON TV. Coverage presented by Bishop Small Engine Repair. This drive has largely been driven by these penalties, John.
Is that only a 5-yard penalty, or is that probably half the distance?
It was half the distance, right? And it ended up not even being a first down, which is certainly not normal. And DeShields up the middle, and he's going to get a first down.
He's going to land right the 1-yard line. We've got a lineman down for the Eagles.
Can't make out a number or see who that is. This is going to be another
Officials timeout.
orthopedic sports and physical therapy injury timeout. Connect with an expert physical therapist who will listen to your story, give you personalized treatment that delivers long-lasting results and will stick with you every step of the way. Visit osptky.com to find out more. John, they've spotted the ball, but they've not moved the sticks or indicated whether or not it's a first down. Do you have any indication from where you're sitting? I'm blocked by the entire Madison Southern team, as is the camera, kind of.
Where the refs are standing, I would assume the ball's going to be marked there after this official's timeout. But it looks like it would be enough for a first down. I mean, it looks like it's down around the 1 or 2 yard line is where he was going to be spotted down. But yeah, there's no movement right now. The chains still read 3rd and short.
We've got the camera on Madison Southern huddle and then the player who they're working on out there. Is that a flag or some kind of marker beside him? I know it's interesting with the
players have some right. towels as well that I've seen fall off tonight, and they are pink.
Yeah, there's just so much pink out there. It's hard to figure out what's what.
He's going to get some help up and get off the field on his own power. That's big. 71.
Landon Estep.
Estep.
Junior offensive lineman.
Yeah, that was one of those plays where the defense even hopped up and started motioning immediately for their trainer to come out. So obviously Estep in a lot of pain. Hopefully he's going to be all right, make his way back into the game tonight. But say a little prayer for Estep. Obviously not what you want to see for any team, anybody.
Like they're still trying to figure out what down it is. They have that set in where they have 2 tight ends. They have Maynard and Rader in there.
So they have called it 3rd and short, Jamie. I thought he got it.
Beard coming up under center this time. Looks like we're going tush push. He gets in the end zone, John, but they're going to call it a false start.
Man, that was going to be such a cool play. That was going to be a really cool play. It looked like he was stepping up to talk to his offensive line and then take the snap and tush push into the end zone, but I think he may have crossed the ball before the snap, so going to bring it back 5.
And see that determination of it being 3rd down there is kind of whatever when you're down there, but now that you back up, it's still 3rd down, and now you're 3rd and 6.
Yep, they are able to get a first down if they can get it to about the 2 yard line, if I'm seeing it correctly. It's at an odd angle from up here at the booth, but
that was a great play call. It just did not.
I love that play call, and if there's, I mentioned a trick play. That's about the closest thing to it you're going to see potentially, but man, just hate to see that one not result in a first or a touchdown or a first down.
Pistol formation, 2 each way. Hands off to DeShields, who goes up the middle. He's going to get about back where they were. That's going to bring up 4th and goal.
Field goal does nothing for you here, Jamie. I think this is definitely 4 down plays.
It is. They're going to move it back, actually, back to the 4. So this isn't a 2 yards and in situation. You've got to get about 3 yards to get a fresh set of downs here.
Maynard coming off.
Gabe Thompson going in. But what does that mean for the play call?
I'll look for Baird to keep it. I mean, they've had some success with the screen pass tonight. Do we do another one of those?
Not here, but there is a lot of open. Nobody's on the receiver over there to the right, first of all. Shovel pass to Rader. And he stopped short of the goal line, John. He did not get in, but did he get a first down?
May have got a first down. Jamie, I think he would have fallen where he could have got a first down.
Montgomery County celebrating. They're going to say first down to the Eagles. Or to the Indians, sorry.
Jamie, were the sticks down there, but it wasn't actually, was it 4th and goal?
It was not. It was 4th and 4, and they're going to say he got 3.
Oh, man.
They're marking it at about the 2.5. I love that play call. That was a shovel pass as he looked like they were on the option, got it up front to Rader. I love that play call. I like the execution, just about a half yard too short. And now the defense has to make a big play here.
There's the old maxim, if the brakes don't go your way, put on more steam. This is where the defense just needs to be relentless.
Handoff. Hit at the line this time.
It's going to be backed up, Jamie. They're going to call him. Yeah, they're going to whistle it dead at the 1 yard line.
We can give him forward progress there. Maynard with a big hit in the end zone.
That was a really good defensive stand.
Not sure who got that handoff, but looks like they carried him back into the end zone, and we're looking for the
Eagles thinking safety on that one.
Right.
But they whistled it dead before they could do that.
We're at 8:45 remaining. Eagles still trail by 4. This big district matchup. Bunch of Eagles in the box. They hand it off to the fullback. He's hit immediately.
He's in the end zone.
That may be a safety.
Oh, are they going to spot him at the 1 again?
They're going to say he got out. They're going to spot that at the 1 foot line. The Eagles were all over that.
And from up here, I really thought he was in the blue when he was hit and wrapped up.
Let's check the replay here. Hand off to the fullback. Oof. The ball may have been across the line. If so, it was tight. The Eagles want this safety now. They're craving it. I don't think that the Indians can take a chance on a pass here. I expect them to run. The Eagles bring in the house, but they do drop back. Throw it deep over the top, and it's picked off by Brayton Hall.
Picked off by Hall.
And he's brought down at the 22. And the Eagles with a fresh set of downs, 7:45 remaining, and all the momentum. I said they shouldn't pass. They did. Hall made a play on the ball like he always does, and now the offense heading back out there for the Eagles.
Jamie, Montgomery County had the lead, and you were absolutely right. You do not pass the ball there. I mean, I think you just you do everything you can to run the ball, not get a safety, make the punt. But, man, you just saw exactly why you don't often see passes in that area of the field in that down and distance. But yeah, Madison Southern has to capitalize on this, just not able to punch it in the last possession. But did the defense save the day for the Eagles?
Motion across for Hall. Pistol formation. Hand off to DeShields. Nope, reverse to Hall. And he's going to get to the edge. Great blocking there by Gabe Thompson. Breaks it free for the touchdown, Eagles.
What a play. What a play. I thought DeShields had the ball. I didn't know where it went, but it went for a Brayton Hall touchdown.
Look at that. Reverse, gets it all the way to the end zone. I just got to give my man Gabe Thompson a shout out. We can see that replay again. Was out on the edge. Sealed the block. Even though Hall got to the edge, there was one defender out there. Great play call. And you see Gabe Thompson down here just has him pinned. Can't get to it. The Eagles take the lead 23-21 as they come out to make it a 3-point ball game here with the extra point. And the Eagles, John, go from getting stopped on 4th down to taking the lead in a matter of 3 plays.
Hey, you know, I love it. I told them after that one they had to put on more steam on the defense, and they come up big time with holding them for no gain, and then the big Brayton Hall interception. Love to see it. Eagles lining up here.
The officials talking some stuff over.
I don't know that they've seen such a swinging gate formation. Perhaps they're getting her wrapped up here, and the Eagles will look like they're in field goal formation.
7:37 left. This will give them a 3-point lead off the foot of Corbin Kimball. It did so in the second quarter, and he'll do it here. 24-21. We'll be back in 60 seconds on WBON TV.
To some, it's just a boat. But to Jim, it's his escape from meetings, traffic, and the grind of daily life. He may not catch any keepers, but he wouldn't trade his day on the lake for anything in the world. That's why his boat is insured by Kentucky Farm Bureau. But it's not just Kentucky's Farm Bureau. It's Jim's Recharge the Battery Farm Bureau.
My Farm Bureau.
David Mayo, John Rader, and Chris Hornsby with Kentucky Farm Bureau.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
And we're back here as the Eagles take the lead 24-21 on WBON TV. Coverage presented by Bishop Small Engine Repair. The Eagles penalized and backed up to the 25. I think there may have been an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty there on the touchdown enforced on the kickoff. And I bet we see Kimball kick it a little deeper this time. Nope, he's going to roll it, and it's going to take a good bounce. Going to try to return it, be brought down. It's off. It's on the ground.
Oh,
I think he got it. Recovered at the 43, and they're going to keep it. Thorne DeShields knocks it out. Whew, that could have been a big swing, and that's often why you see guys in that middle layer get it and go down with it. Thorne DeShields knocks it out. Mosa Namir almost comes up with it. 1st and 10 Indians, and the Eagles seem to have a lot of things going their way right now, John.
They do. Unfortunately, I feel like this is really good field position for Montgomery County, who just they've got about 7 minutes to find their way to the end zone to retake the lead. What can the Eagles defense do on this to stop this pretty powerful offense?
Whatever they did on the last drive was pretty great, but they break it right up the middle once again. Good tackle there by Caden Kirk. They had the ball at the 2, and the Eagles stopped them twice in a row for a loss, somehow not getting a safety before getting an interception. So what's different between the rush defense down there than what we see just now? Because it's been a lot of big chunk plays up the middle.
Yeah, you kind of know that you can load the box quite a bit down in that area. Not able to quite do that here, but ideally Southern would find a way to do the same thing again.
Back to Wilson. He hurdles the line, and DeShields nearly rips it out again.
It's going to be enough for a first down.
Really good play there. They looked like the defensive line went low and tried to create a pile, and he just jumped over it. Did Wilson. 1st and 10 Indians at the 45. 6.5 minutes to play. They ate up nearly the entire first quarter with a drive earlier to take their first lead of the game. Still 1st and 10. Handoff up the middle. He's going to get about 7. Is Wilson right up the gut.
Yeah, the Eagles got to find a way to slow that rush down. Unfortunately, you know that this guy can sling it as well, so you can't just assume it's always going to be a run. But those big plays, man, those are tough. 6 or 7 yards every time you put the ball on the ground like that. Always good for your offense, you know.
Tipton coming in at running back now. Gum has been known to pull the ball out and run play action, and he's going to do that here. False start.
Going to back him up 5.
Their receiver, I don't think, on the far side got set before Gum had the snap count, so that's going to make it 2nd and 9.
Penalties cost the Indians quite a bit in the third quarter. Now backing them up 5, make it 2nd and 9 instead of 2nd and 5.
They had 3 unsportsmanlike conduct penalties on one drive earlier defensively.
Gave the Eagles a lot of yards on that series because of those costly penalties. 2nd and 9 as they come to the ball.
And they had planned to go to the air there. We'll see if they continue that. Hands off. Right up the middle is Tipton.
Man, what a big run. He's going to get down to the 25-yard line.
2nd and 9, he gets 19. Right up the gut. That's what we've seen time and time again.
He's brought down to the 27-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Indians.
Not sure, again, what needs to happen, but the Eagles have got to find a way to stop that, or they're going to bleed the clock dry and take the lead here. Gets it again, jumps over the line. That's Wilson.
The line and the linebackers. I mean, every linebacker went up, and he just found his way right past every single one of them.
It really seems like they've, like a video game, they found a glitch that just do this same thing every time, and it'll work.
It should be physically impossible. I mean, they've got a hat on a hat for everybody, and he's just able to just glitch, like you said, right past everybody. Second and short. Make it 2nd and 3.
2 out wide this time. Gum back under center. Wilson back deep. Hands off to the fullback this time. He tries to get to the edge, and he's going to be brought down just short of a first down.
Flag comes out after the play.
Not sure what that is, but it looked like there could have been a hold there on the edge as he was trying to break it out. Adrian Alfaro on the rush there. Officials talking it over. Going to get the call here.
Face mask on the defense.
It's going to take us half the distance, and that will be a first down. And now we're getting down to about 4 minutes left. Reminder, the Eagles did score within 2 minutes at the end of the first half, but you don't want to put yourself in that situation unless you absolutely have to. 1st and 10 at the 13.
They found a way to move the ball within field goal range and kick a field goal to take the lead going out of the half. They may have to do the same thing here to get this ball game.
Wilson was hit at the line of scrimmage that time. I think he's still going to get about 5. The Eagles did get a hand on him there. Caden Kirk ultimately brought him down.
3 minutes, 52 seconds.
Timeout, Eagles. We'll go ahead and take that with them and be back in 60 seconds here on WBON TV.
Nothing can save this blowout.
Famous last words.
Yeah, get in there. We're only down by 40.
You just can't lose with the Spicy Wings combo. Only at Lee's, famous for a reason.
Your Lee's Famous Recipe locations are proud supporters of our local Madison County High School sports teams. Have dinner before the game at Lee's Richmond, 1000 Center Drive, or swing by Lee's Berea, just off I-75 at exit 76. Since 1974, Linville Insurance has proudly served our community with values that stand the test of time: family, integrity, and service. We lead with kindness, do what's right, help others, and stay informed so you can trust us with what matters most. As a proud Shepherd Insurance partner, we offer the strength of a large agency with the heart of a local one. From business to home, auto, farm, life, and employee benefits, we are your one-stop insurance advisor. Join the Linville Insurance family and experience the difference.
Huge defensive possession here for the Eagles. 2nd and 6 at their own 10. They lead 24-21 over the Montgomery County Indians. Hands off to the left. Tipton breaks a tackle. Looks trying to get in the end zone. I think he stopped short, but may have gotten a first down at the goal line.
I think he did get a first down. I think he was going to be past the chains. I'm wondering, did he get out of bounds? Are they going to stop the clock, or is he still inbounds? I didn't see a signal.
They'll pause it at least until they reset the ball.
3:44 to go before the clock restarts. 1st and goal for the Indians.
They are not running the clock. Must have gone out of bounds. Eagles up by 3, trying to make a goal line stand here. Wing T formation. They're going to run it in. Quarterback sneak.
I don't think he got
Gum
in.
get in?
No, I think he's short. 2nd and goal.
Is there any benefit? They still haven't started the clock here, by the way. Is there any benefit to the Eagles here to let them score?
Well,
because you don't want them to score, but if they're going to score, you want some time left, right?
Then just let it happen, and try to save as much time on the clock. I mean, they're 2nd and goal from the 1-yard line. The odds are in the Indians' favor at this point.
They rush up to the line. Wing T again. They're going to rush it up the middle again. Waiting for a signal. I don't see it yet. Touchdown, Indians. They're going to give it to them, and they retake the lead 27-24 with 3:11 left on the clock. Quarterback sneak up the middle. Gum keeps it. And the Eagles have some work to do to get back in this one. Now, note, the Eagles have a good field goal kicker in Kimball. If they're somehow able to block this kick, then they have a chance to tie it with the field goal. Nearly get it, but it's in. 28-24. We'll be back in 60 seconds here on WBON TV.
At Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry, we make it our priority to deliver the gentle, compassionate care that you deserve from a dentist. Offering single-visit restoration on crowns, bridges, inlays, onlays, and veneers with CERAC. Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry is equipped to handle all your dental needs, from surgical implant placement and restoration, teeth whitening, root canal therapy, and more. And we now have the Cone Beam 3D technology for taking scans of the jaw. For your next dental appointment, call Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry at 859-985-0201.
Founded by Kentuckians for Kentuckians, Whitaker Bank is a uniquely Kentucky bank committed to the communities it serves. At Whitaker Bank, you'll find personalized service, a dedication to excellence, and a genuine desire to help you achieve your financial goals. Visit us at any of our conveniently located branches or go to whitakerbank.com to learn how Whitaker Bank can serve you. Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky.
Just over 3 minutes to go. The game on the line here. The Indians of Montgomery County lead 28-24. They kick it out of bounds for the third time in a row. Are they trying to do that? Because it gives the Eagles the ball in the 35. It does not allow a return, though. The Eagles give up a long drive there to the Indians, capped off by a quarterback sneak, touchdown run by Jacob Gum. Coverage here brought to you by Bishop Small Engine Repair. Notably, Landon Estep still not in the game. Key offensive lineman for the Eagles.
3 minutes, 11 seconds to go. Definitely have to score, but you're not in like panic mode. You have some time to play with. You have 2 timeouts.
We'll see what they draw up here. The most effective offense they've had tonight is getting the ball in Braden Hall's hands, whether that's through the air, on a reverse, in motion, on a jet sweep. We'll see what they draw up here. Beard drops straight back. Throws an out route to DeShields, who catches it, and he's going to get a first down before stepping out of bounds.
Great play. Able to get out of bounds after the first down. It's going to stop the clock.
Good play call, and that was like, it's hard to tell from this angle. That was a far throw. Like, it was a 5-yard out route, but he was on the other side of the field. So really impressive throw there. They move the chains and keep time on the clock.
Kind of for me, that's an awkward throw too. Kind of goes across your body. But he made it look great. Ball around midfield. It's on the 47-yard line as the Eagles have 1st and 10.
Shotgun formation. Here comes Hall. They're going to hand it off to DeShields up the middle. He spins off a tackle, and he gets stuck. He's only going to get about 1.
No flags on the play as he's taken down after the whistle.
Yeah.
Fans did not like that, and that's going to be a loss. Quite a bit, probably a loss of 7 yards or so.
No, that's the problem. They're giving him forward progress, but they tackled him 7 yards back there, which is why everybody's upset.
Gotcha. Yeah, the whistle blew for sure, and the tackles kind of kept coming. But, yeah, good forward progress there saves the day.
Second and 10. They have 2.5 minutes, under 2.5 minutes left. They do have 2 timeouts remaining. Beard rolls out to the left. He's got Hall on an out route, throws it over his head, and he comes up limping with his hamstring. I don't think he was hit, but he grabs his hamstring there, moving out of bounds. That does stop the clock, though. 3rd and 10. Obviously, we're still in 4-down territory here.
Did you say Beard was the one pulling his hamstring?
Yeah, he looks
Or Hall?
fine. It was Beard. He looks fine now.
Yeah, he's trotting out there pretty well. But 3rd and 10.
Maybe my hamstring hurts all the time. Trips out to the left. Hall's one of them. Pistol formation with the shields behind Beard. He takes the snap and he looks left. He scrambles to the right. There's nobody over there. He's going to keep it. There's a flag as he runs out of bounds. I think that one's going to come back, John, in the position of holding.
There could have been a couple of holding penalties on that one, but we'll see what it is. I think you're right. I think that one's going to come back for a 10-yard penalty after a hold.
Looking over on the right side. Not sure where the hold was, but I didn't see it on the replay. But I don't have to. That's going to make it 3rd and around 20, John, which is quite the uphill battle here for the Eagles.
Still 2 minutes to go here, but the Eagles have to convert what is a pretty significant 3rd and 20. They'll have 2 chances to do so.
Even with 2 chances, that's a long way to go. Same formation.
Coach calling left. Coach is on the field. I can't believe they're not saying anything to him.
Get it to Braden Hall. They're going to call him down and say he had a knee on the ground when he caught it.
It's going to bring up 4th and 20.
Brutal thing that happened right there. I don't know whether to call it a brutal call or if it was just a brutal circumstance where he went down to a knee to catch the ball.
Yeah, that ball was thrown pretty well in front of him. He had to drop down low to catch it. So his knee, I don't think he took a knee, but I'm not disputing whether it was down or not. I think it's really unfortunate.
Timeout on the defense here. We'll take it with a minute and 37 left, and we'll be back in 60 on WBON TV.
Are you tired of living with the pain and discomfort that comes with getting older? If you're like me, then sometimes just getting up can be a challenge. At Orthopedic Sports and Physical Therapy in Richmond, their experts are here to help get you back in the game. Whether it's a sports injury, recovering from an accident, or just the aches and pains that come with age, they'll connect you with someone who can put together a personalized treatment plan and deliver long-lasting results. Visit osptky.com to get started, or go by and see former Madison Central graduate Heather Clines.
Hey, I didn't order any pizza.
Jake from State Farm. After you saved me so much dough on insurance with that Parker promo, I devised a promo for you.
Here's the deal, Parker. State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates.
Right. Pepperoni pockets, cuckoo crusties.
There's no promo, it's just great rates.
And a cider ranch.
When you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Jerry Goebel in Richmond today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
4th and 20 here for the Eagles. A minute 37 left on WBON. Make or break right here. Only 2 timeouts left for the Eagles. Beards drops straight back. He steps up into the pocket. He looks to throw it deep. Lots of coverage there. Big hit on Gabe Thompson as he goes up for the ball.
No flags.
Southern coaches begging for a targeting call. Here we see the replay, and it looks like both players going for the football, not necessarily out there headhunting. I don't think that was a dirty hit.
You think it's a no pass interference? Looks like clean play in that regard?
I think it was a very unfortunate collision on a good defensive play.
So that will be a turnover on downs.
Minute and a half left. The Eagles have 2 timeouts. Trying to do math in my head, it's really difficult, but I think
if they can get 1 first down for sure, then this may be ball game, unless something crazy can happen for the Eagles.
Gabe Thompson certainly rattled after that. Again, I don't think that was a dirty hit. I don't think it deserved to be flagged, but it had to hurt. The Eagles really kind of down to it here. Defense is going to have some kind of Herculean effort, try to strip a ball. Thompson up and on his way off the field. Coach Kirk getting his defense ready to get out there, and they've got the ball 1st and 10 on the 35. You have to think they're going to keep it on the ground to keep the clock running. So the Eagles not only need to make sure they stop them and call timeouts trying to strip the ball, but if you get caught trying to strip the ball and they get away from you, they get a 1st down, it's over.
No matter how this one shakes out, this has been a good, fun, entertaining ball game. Hate to see it not go the Eagles' way, but it has been a good game. Like there's going to be a timeout on the field taken by Montgomery County.
We'll take it with him. We'll be back in 1 minute here on WBON TV.
At the Galaxy Bowling Center and Champions Bar and Grill, we have activities galore, including video games, bowling, pool, delicious food at Champions, plus karaoke and live entertainment 7 days a week. Enjoy the climate-controlled patio, watch NFL football, and your Kentucky Wildcats all season long. The Galaxy Bowling Center and Champions Bar and Grill, just off exit 87 at 1025 Amberley Way in Richmond.
Honor, integrity, excellence. When it comes to protecting your home, rely on the experts who have served our country. At VC Veterans Contracting, our mission is to make your home feel safe. Our customers constantly rate us 5 stars for our expertise and professionalism. Trust your roof to the veterans who served. Call VC Veterans Contracting today or scan the code on screen for a free quote. VC Veterans Contracting, your roof, our mission.
Handoff up the middle for the Indians. Tipped and trips and falls. The clock's going to stop here. What's the flag? Is that a hold? Is that a trip? Holding.
Against Montgomery County.
So that's tricky, John. You got a holding call. That will allow them to repeat the down. You have to decline this, right?
Yeah, I think so, Jamie. I think
because you stopped him.
You need the downs more than you need the distance, right? You need a 2nd down and not take any more time off the clock with another 1st down.
Yeah, the officials seem confused by this. Seems like the obvious call there. All right, it's going to bring up 2nd down. Will the clock start now, or does that essentially give them another timeout? I think the clock should be running, shouldn't it? At the end of a running play, a decline penalty?
I would think he is going to start the clock here.
If you're the Eagles, you have to call a timeout, right? Montgomery County is wanting them to start the clock 2 minutes ago. They're not doing it.
They're counting. What?
I disagree with the officials on this one. I feel like that should have been a running clock situation. Essentially, you're giving the Eagles another timeout.
They still haven't started it, so no, they're not going to start it.
Yeah, I think
so,
Montgomery County's probably right on this one.
Coaches for Southern just waiting to see what happened with the clock before they would call one.
Jumped over the line. He's down. Now they'll call one. It's going to bring up 2nd and 4.
Timeout on the field.
John,
1:18 to go.
Yep.
Yeah, Jamie, I feel like that clock should have started after they declined the penalty.
Well, this stops it. The Eagles have one more timeout after this.
I feel like we saw situations similar to that last week when the clock would keep going.
I think that's the right call because essentially they declined the penalty. That's just a running play. So and the clock should keep going.
Feel like they should have set the ball and started the clock.
Obviously, the Eagles are not going to complain about that, but they do have to get a stop here. You get a stop here, call a timeout. It's 4th down. Then you got a good chance of getting the ball back, obviously with no timeouts, but you give yourself a chance at that point. Now, I watched that time. The Eagles do have guys that are just diving on the defensive line, and that's why they're getting jumped over.
Yep.
And
I've seen that a couple of times tonight where the running back will
I
just
didn't know it was intentional, but they are deliberately just diving out in front of him. 2 out to the left. I can't imagine they put this ball in the air. Gum under center, and he does hand it off to Tipton, who's hit, keeps running, gets very near a first down. So near a first down.
He calls for the first down.
Ball carries brought down at the 25-yard line. That'll be a first down.
First down, Montgomery County, and that's going to be the ball game, John. The Eagles are going to call timeout, and we're going to take it with them, give our advertisers some more love, and we'll be back in 60 seconds on WBON TV.
The heat in Kentucky hits hard. That's why having Madison HVAC on your side is so important. Don't waste time. Schedule a maintenance check on your HVAC system and make sure it's ready to handle the constant changing of the weather that comes with living in Kentucky. Your comfort is their promise. Like Madison HVACR Inc. on Facebook or schedule your maintenance checkup at 859-625-1471. Pruitt & Sons Auctioneers have over 24 years experience in the auction industry. Whether you're selling real estate, personal property, or liquidating your assets, Pruitt & Sons can help take your property to auction and walk you through the process. Serving all over Central Kentucky, visit PruittAuctioneers.com. And remember, Angela Pruitt for all your real estate needs as well.
First and 10, Montgomery County. Victory formation. They're going to down it twice, and we're going to go to the house here as both teams in this game being 1-1 in district play. The Eagles fall to 1-1 and will go to West Jessamine in 2 weeks. Whereas Montgomery County lost to West Jessamine last week. So this improves them to 1-1. And they have next week off as well, and they will host East Jessamine. Now, East Jessamine and West Jessamine are playing tonight. I've not seen a score from that, but obviously you have some 1-1 teams, throw some chaos into the final standing. So the Eagles still have a chance to host that home playoff game, but they're going to have to pick up a win at West Jessamine to be in that conversation, and that's going to do it. The Montgomery County Indians win 28-24 over the Madison Southern Eagles here in a really hard-fought game. John, you mentioned it before. It was a really entertaining football game to watch. A lot of good plays from both groups there, but the Indians pull out ahead. We're going to go ahead and jump into the CG Bank post-game show. CG Bank wants you to know you're taken care of wherever life takes you. Ask about Kasasa Cashback Checking with 4% cash back on debit card purchases. Visit cgbank.com to see more. John, did you see things out of the Eagles you wanted to see tonight? What kept them from victory?
Well, I think they just had some moments on offense where they stalled out and not able to do much. They really depended on penalties and a couple of drives to even move the ball. But defensively, they just had a couple of series where they just could not get off the field and let Montgomery County have some really long, sustained drives. So I don't think it's just on one side or the other. I think it's a just unfortunate things didn't go their way tonight. But like you said, they've got to find a way to beat West Jessamine in a couple of weeks after a bye week. Everybody get feeling a little better. Hopefully that's possible.
Absolutely. I know you go back and watch some film, and Southern's going to have to figure out whatever was happening at the line of scrimmage tonight as the Indians just seem to be running it up the middle at will, and that's what led them to victory. Madison Southern certainly had some big plays and had some guys step up but couldn't pick up the W. The Jack Burford Chevrolet drive to victory. Jack Burford Chevrolet has the best in both the new and used Chevrolets and other models in Richmond. Visit jackburford.com to see the entire inventory. John, what would you say was Madison Southern's best drive of the game?
Man, I'm thinking back to the first half. I loved how they ended the game. They had 2 minutes to go down the field, and of course they wanted to knock it in for a touchdown. But all things considered, they left the half winners of the first half with that field goal kick. I loved what they did as they were running towards the end zone on our left when they were just kind of sustaining that drive too. But I'm going to say the possession right before the end of the half.
Yep, to get that field goal, to get the lead. Obviously, you a couple plays here or there, turnover here or there, and it's a completely different ball game. But certainly some good spurts from this group offensively, and happy to see them take some strides forward since folks are coming back a little more healthy. The Blevins Law Office final verdict is in, and tonight it's the Montgomery County Indians 28, the Madison Southern Eagles 24, as the Indians are going to go back to Montgomery County with a win. When you want results that win, trust Blevins Law Office in Berea. The Eagles are off next week, so make sure you check out WBON schedule to see if Madison Central is going to be available to watch them next week. Like I said, Madison Southern will be off, and we'll be back in 2 weeks up at West Jessamine for the last district game of the season before wrapping up the season at home against Wintley County. Big thanks to guys working the camera, Jacob Beck and Garrick Stearns, Aiden Mills doing a great job producing. If you're watching on WBON TV Channel 9, you're going to be joining the Forensic Files. So I'm going to go watch some of that. John Bailey, I'm Jamie Boggs, and this has been live football coverage on WBON TV.